This is a movie.
Keep repeating. It's only a movie. Only a movie. Only a movie.
I love movies. Gosh, I love movies.
Listen to the Matt and Mark Movie Show.
Dude, you know what's the worst lately? Is I can't tell if I'm getting sloppier, fatter, older, or dumber. But every time I eat, bro, there's shit all over my shirt. Just like, and the other night, you know what Jess told me? She goes, should we get you a fucking bib, dude? And I was like, oh no. Have I reached that part of my life where, like, you know that you see those guys? Have you ever been that guy? You go to a restaurant or a steakhouse and you see there's always one fucking guy who's got the cloth napkin in his collar over him, right? And I used to laugh at that guy, Mark, but let me tell you, it might be me now.
Ah,
No way.
you know
I'm
what's
not
worse?
doing it.
When
I'm not
the
doing it.
restaurant actually brings it to you, they're like, "Here you go, sir."
They're like, you need
Like you don't
this.
even have to ask. They're just like, "Here."
They're like,
here's the bib."
other diners are making remarks and they've asked about this, and so we're bringing it to you now.
Our customers are leaving. Please, sir.
They're tired of watching you drip halloumi and tzatziki shit all over your fucking shirt like a goddamn slob. Merry Christmas. Halloumi doesn't drip. Halloumi's like really hard. I couldn't think of something. You know what it was? I was trying to think of... There you go. I was trying to think of baba ganoush. And instead my brain pulled halloumi. I know they're different people. Hey! Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. All that. Welcome to the Matt and Mark Movie Show. This is the official holiday grab bag episode for 2025. We fucking made it, Mark. Here it is.
Damn, I can't believe we survived 2025. That's pretty
Barely.
amazing. Actually, that
Barely made
fucking
it.
ended really quick. Shit.
It did.
It felt like the last time. It felt like 2 episodes were like, we're going to HHN.
Yeah.
And now it's over.
And now this is, it is over. This will be our final episode of the year. We usually do this. Usually our Christmas episode is the last episode of the year. If you want to hear us talk about our favorite movies of the year, 2025, best of lists, all that shit, that's going to be the beginning of next year. We want to give ourselves time to watch all the movies. There's still some fucking movies we haven't. Dude, I'm so behind with movies. There's so many movies I haven't watched yet.
And there's like a lot of these, like, I think, was it Train Dreams or something? I keep hearing people talking about, like, go see Train Dreams. It's on Netflix. But it sounds like sad and depressing. And I was just like, I've just been watching like 80s action movies.
Yeah, I just saw a poster with that guy. I forget his name, but he looks like the tough version of Conan O'Brien. Like if Conan O'Brien had like a really tough brother, that's what he looks like. So I always just think of him as like the masculine Conan O'Brien. And it's that guy. I just saw a picture of that guy like staring at the sky. And I was like, I don't want to watch this movie. I don't care.
Is it Joel Edgerton or something?
Oh my God.
Something
what a
like that,
pull.
right?
Mark, what a pull. You knew the guy's name?
He's like the go-to for like Civil War era actors who are like, we need some guy that looks like he writes letters.
We need a guy
And
that
he's
actually
also
looks like he
slightly
rides the
sad.
rails and lives on a train. Do you know anyone? The only guy I can think of is that guy who's not Conan O'Brien. Put him in the movie. Okay. We're not talking Train Dreams. We are talking 2 holiday movies. You guys know how we do on the grab bags, and if you don't, let me tell you quickly. We have a theme each year. The theme this year is lump of coal, and that's a kind way of saying shit. This is what we got in our stocking. I guess we were bad this year, Mark, because we got lumps of coal in the holiday grab bag. So the rules were the rules was what kind is it in the grab bag? We were supposed to pick a Christmas movie, and it had to be below a 5 on IMDb. And so Mark picked one and I picked one, and we've landed on 2 films, and we'll reveal them to you now. Mark selected a movie, a sequel to a movie that we've covered on the show before. I didn't even know it existed. Jingle All the Way 2. Yes, don't get excited. It's not Jingle All the Way. Although we have covered Jingle All the Way. You can go hear us talk about that. This is Jingle All the Way 2. The far superior version. If you've ever wondered, hey, did they ever make a sequel to Jingle All the Way 2? They did. It stars Larry the Cable Guy, and we're going to be talking about it. And the second movie is called Santa Jaws. It's one of those cheap shark sci-fi movies. It's like from the makers of Sharknado, Santa Jaws. It is a real movie. You know that I couldn't close this year out.
And it's more than that, too.
It is more. I couldn't close the year out without getting another quick shark movie. It is the year of Jaws 50, so.
Dude, this was the year of Jaws for you, which is pretty crazy. You consumed so much Jaws stuff. It's incredible. And you still managed to find another Jaws movie.
I still managed to torture this show with more needless Jaws mentions. I just want to talk about Jaws, people. That's it. Mark, you'll fucking die. So I told you I have one of those. I have an analog pocket, which is basically like the fancy millennial Game Boy. It's got it's a RetroPie inside of like a Game Boy shell.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's got every fucking system, every game. And the other day, because we were going to watch Santa Jaws, I was like, you know what I should fucking do? I should go into the Nintendo 8-bit NES on the analog pocket and start playing Jaws. The video game.
By the way, did you find that? I swear to God, I remember playing that game when I was a kid, and it was really difficult. It's kind of almost like top down, and you're like fishing on the boat, right?
Yeah. It's a notoriously hard game. Yeah, it's one of the hardest NES games. People call it punishing. I've heard it called punishing. I haven't played it since I was a kid.
It's like the earliest form of Soulsborne games. I don't know if you're familiar with those, where you just die and you lose everything. And
what is that? Is it fucking Dark Souls? Is that what that is?
Yeah. That's what they call them, Soulsborne games, and they're all designed to make you want to throw your controller at the screen, basically. So I try not to play
I guess Jaws on NES was the first official version of that, but I'm going to masochistically play it over the holidays, I think. Especially now that I've seen Santa Jaws. I'm fucking playing Jaws on NES, people.
The next episode is you describing how you threw that portable Raspberry Pi on the wall.
I come back in 2026 and my hands are bandaged. You're like, Matt, what happened? I got so mad at Jaws NES game, I punched the walls in my apartment so severely I broke both of my hands. Well, also, Mark, one of the most important parts of any grab bag worth its salt, worth its coal, I guess you could say, in our situation, is the Christmas commercials. We like to play old Christmas commercials for either commercials we remember seeing, old Christmas commercials just to reminisce, or commercials for toys that we wanted to see under the tree as kids.
Yes.
Mark's picked a couple. I've picked a couple. Mark, let me go ahead. And I think it's time we roll our first commercial of the night. Now, I'm going to give the audience a little tease here, and Mark too. This is not a commercial we remember. I'm just going to say that. But Mark, you will understand why I'm going to play it.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
Hey, from director Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I'll be back.
Here's America's happiest TV mom.
Look at my potatoes. Aren't they beautiful?
No wonder she's happy. She never has to cook.
Isn't that pretty?
Her husband is just made up.
Time to go to bed.
Together?
And the kids?
I hate you!
Rented.
For $50, I can fake a nightmare and sleep in your bed.
Only one thing could mess up her perfect life.
Christmas in Connecticut!
Are you crazy?
He's not just a hero. He's a national hero. America's hostess
Holy
spends 3
shit.
days with America's hero.
The perfect man.
This is crazy.
Who doesn't know her husband is not her husband. Her kids are not her kids.
This is the most contrived plot, dude. I'm having trouble following what's going on.
People.
This is way more complex than I thought it was going to be.
Christmas in Connecticut.
Christmas
Tony
in Connecticut, directed by Arnold Schwarzenegger, Mark, and I'm surprised. I'm going to tell you, I told you this on text, but I'm going to say it for our audience's benefit right now. I thought Mark was going to pick this one for the grab bag because I was like, Mark is such a Jingle All the Way fan, and we love Arnold on this show. And I was like, Arnold's like sole director credit is this movie, Christmas in Connecticut. I was like, Mark is going to find it, and he's going to recommend that we watch it. And I was shocked you did not pick it.
You had too much faith in me choosing something cool.
Mark went to IMDb at the last minute, and he was like, sort by rating. 1, okay, I'll pick this one. He didn't read it. He didn't do any research. But
I will, cable guy. Okay.
I will give Mark this. I don't think it's a spoiler to say this. Mark, I will say, for the first few grab bags that we've done, all the grab bags we've done so far on this show, you have often felt that your picks were the worst picks, or that your Nick Cage pick essentially sunk the grab bag as a genre. So I'm here to tell you people, in 2025, Mark has reversed the curse, because I actually think his pick for this year is better than my pick.
Wow.
You actually came out on top this year, I think, dude.
Yes.
I don't know what that means.
Larry.
And I'm very afraid, I'm going to tell you. Because every other year, Mark, you have picked these shitty movies.
Garbage.
And now that you've turned it around, I'm like, is hell going to freeze over? Like, are fucking cats and dogs going to live together? What's going to happen in 2026 now? Because Mark picked correctly. Have you doomed us all, Mark?
Oh, man, the world. Hey, nuclear war, guys.
All because Mark picked fucking Jingle All the Way, too. You see, that's the thing. He picked
like
another...
the butterfly effect.
It was an Arnold-adjacent movie. That's why I was like, he's going to find Christmas in Connecticut, and he's going to demand we watch it. Nope.
After seeing that trailer, I am so happy I didn't. That just looked like... I think it would scramble my brains if I tried to watch that.
That looks like it might have sunk the grab bag. I didn't expect it to be so convoluted. It was very tough to follow even in the trailer. I'm like, wait a minute, what the fuck is going on? Why is this happening?
That was like the whole story. Dude, Richard Roundtree fires the dude too. That's crazy. That's awesome.
I do think Arnold directed a Tales from the Crypt episode, and I remember it being one of the good ones. It's one of the strong ones of that season. So he's not a bad director. We're not sitting here making fun. We love Arnold. But that movie does look atrocious. Christmas in Connecticut looks fucking atrocious.
Dude, it's crazy that Chris Christopherson's in it. That cast is like...
And he's clearly playing like a fake Rambo. He's like a guy. He's like an outdoorsy guy. He's like fucking lifting weights. He's lifting logs and chopping firewood. Wood. Diane Cannon's like giving him the eye. So there you go. Kicking off our holiday grab bag, Christmas in Connecticut, directed by Arnold Schwarzenegger, a movie we did not choose for the show. It gets us in the Christmas spirit anyway.
Please don't turn off.
You Christmas in Connecticut fans, do not leave the show. We beg you. All right, let's do some quick housekeeping and we can get back to the fun. Here it is. You know we got to play this guy.
I was watching the podcast.
Hey, the Matt and Mark Movie Show. It's on all the socials at the Matt and Mark Movie Show, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky. I'm on TikTok at Matt's Movie Shelf. You can find Mark on TikTok at Mr. Monstrous. Is that right?
Yes, thank you, sir. That is correct.
Links in the show notes. We're also on YouTube. Been a little lazy with the YouTube, but we do have some newer videos up. Our whole HHN video's up there. My Horrible Evening with William Shatner is up there.
That one's amazing.
I might try to put the grab bag up there if I have time over the holiday break. But do like and subscribe to us over there. And voicemail, 707-948-6707. Call us. Leave us a message. We'll play it on the show just like this guy.
I was watching the podcast.
You too.
That guy never called.
Dude, that was my one Christmas wish, was for that guy to call in. And Santa let me down, dude. He just didn't come through.
What a bastard.
What a fat fuck. Santa would be in the restaurant with the bib on, right? And you'd be like, look at that fat fuck with his bib. Fucking guy.
Eating cookies and milk, bitch.
So sorry, everybody. If you were expecting us to have a guest appearance by...
I was watching the podcast.
We don't have one because that guy... That guy did not call in. We need Dave, the Aussie from Love of Cinema, to get that guy on our
what's up,
show.
Dave? Come on.
What
Help
the shit?
brothers out.
Help a brother out, man. Come on. All right, let's do one more commercial before we get into the reviews proper. I got one. This is one for me that I picked.
Ooh.
This was a toy that I
curious.
had when I was a kid, and I really wanted it under the tree. Here we go. It's one of my favorite toys from childhood and one of my favorite commercials. Here we go.
Creepy crawlers! They're squirmy and wormy and purple and green. The grossest little creatures that you've ever seen. Creepy crawlers! Fill the monster mold with the colored plastic goop and make a creepy crawler from a yucky monster soup. They're ucky, yucky, squirmy, wormy, very scary, sometimes hairy, squiggly, wiggly, creepy crawling. Creepy crawlers! Gross out your sister, embarrass your dad. You can be a little creep without being bad. Creepy crawler workshop with plastic goop.
You can be a little shit without being bad.
Dude, I could totally see you doing that with, like, as a kid holding the scorpion.
Dude, I had the creepy crawler set. And I remember the thing that I remember most from it, I don't remember any of the bugs and worms shit that I made in it. I just remember that I constantly burned my hands on it because it was like an easy bake oven. It got very hot and it was lit with a fucking light bulb. This was the 90s. This shit could have started a fire.
Oh, I know which ones.
Yeah,
those
dude.
light bulbs too. You touch it and your skin melts.
Yeah, dude, it was basically easy bake oven for boys, right? Except you baked bugs and shit, right? And I remember this is how unsafe we were in the 90s. Not only was I playing with a fucking light bulb oven in my room alone, I was playing with it on cheap carpet. I'm sure my whole fucking room was flammable like
Dude,
so easily.
That is like a clear fire hazard.
And you're a kid not paying attention. I definitely burned my hand on that thing so many times. I burned it enough. I remember that my parents at the time, my stepmom, was like, "You can't play with this anymore because you're getting hurt too much." People are asking questions.
Damn. Oh my god.
They think we're burning you. That's what I should have done. I should have kept burning my hand on purpose. Had I been smarter, then I could have been like, blamed my parents, sued them for
He's having
emancipation.
problems. He's injuring himself.
He's injuring. They injured him. His hand has a
take you to the
creepy crawler
counselor.
logo emblazoned in the palm.
It's the scorpion. He's in a gang.
I also remember, I never did this, but I do remember hearing stories. Did you have the creepy crawler oven growing up?
No, my parents didn't trust me that
Okay.
shit. They're like,
Your-
this
no,
idiot's
your-
gonna burn down the house.
Yeah, your parents were responsible. That's why. I grew up in the South where, like, people didn't give a shit. Fucking hick parents. They were like, just give me an oven. Who cares?
There's a flamethrower there, over there.
He can use it to heat himself in the winter. Dude,
Dude, that would be a sad origin story for you. I used to heat my hands so the creepy crawler.
yeah, I burned myself for heat. I do remember, I didn't do this, I swear to God. But one other thing I do remember, there was another kid in my grade who had a creepy crawler oven. And the things are not, it's not like you're making jellies or easy bake things that you can eat, right? It's like plastic. And they're gooey plastic
Dude, you're
things.
cooking plastics.
Yeah, and I remember one friend that I had made a creepy
my
crawler
God.
and made another kid bite the head off because he was a bully.
Wow, damn.
And the kid bit it was cool. It wasn't hot. It was Christopher Brown. Christopher Brown made somebody do it.
Really?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
true.
that's
Oh wait, no. I might have that wrong. He might have bit the head.
Yeah, that sounds more.
Yeah, that sounds more accurate.
Dude, this sounds like some like kid level Game of Thrones shit where they're like, instead of melting gold all over someone's head, it's like creepy crawler plastic.
Yeah, I'm proud to say that was not me. But I did have a creepy crawler oven, and I probably should not have had one. Because too, you're definitely
No kid should have that, dude.
dude, no kid should have creepy crawler. But like, I remember you would have to set it, and it would cook for a while. And like, I wasn't like watching the oven like I'm on the Great British Baking Show or some shit. Like, I would make the creepy crawler, and then I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna play Sega Genesis or try to watch the Playboy Channel. So, like, basically be distracted, right? You're not
Dude, I
fucking
do that
paying
shit as an
attention.
adult.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
I'm so glad I didn't have one as a kid. There would just be like one person on the show because I would have been dead a long time ago.
Yeah, dude. It would be the Matt and Soul show, and it would just be one soul floating. Maybe it's Mark. I don't know. The Matt and Soul show. There you go. Creepy crawlers, Santa. That's what I want under my tree this year. A creepy crawler oven. I'll be responsible this
Damn.
time, I swear.
That was actually cool to see because I don't recall seeing that at all. I don't even remember that.
Yeah, it's one of those toys that, like, if you had it as a kid, like me, you're like crazy about it, and you remember the commercials and the song and everything. But like, it's not a toy that comes up when we talk about '90s toys. Like, nobody fucking remembers it. You know what I mean? So bring them back is what I'm saying. We've got app technology now, dude. You know how like people have the apps for like when they're barbecuing outside, you could stick a fucking thermo in there. You could be monitoring the temp from your phone. You could do that with the creepy crawler. It'd be
super
so
high
safe.
tech.
So high tech now, dude. Creating your fake bugs, making them eat it.
Dude,
here, eat this fucking bug.
The kid would be like doom scrolling on TikTok, and the thing would be burning while the alarm was like muted because TikTok was open.
Whole town suffers ravaging fire due to creepy crawlers. What was the most dangerous toy you think you had as a kid?
Well, I mean, because they got banned, it had to be anything that involved shooting plastic rockets, like, the Batmobile or those. Do you remember those G.I. Joe toys where they had the backpacks that could shoot missiles?
Oh, yes, I do.
Probably those things, yeah.
Wait, were the missiles connected? I remember there was some, maybe it was later when they were like, these are dangerous. I remember some toys eventually had a rocket that would fire, but it was connected to a string. So it would only go so far and stop. It would get pulled down, right?
That must have been post all the eyes being lost.
All the eye injuries. A whole generation of dudes with one eye.
Well, the other thing, too, is I think this will be controversial, but I think Lego probably the most dangerous because certainly my dumbass would probably eat that shit.
Or step on it in the middle of the night. So many foot injuries from Lego. Did you have a BB gun?
That was my dad.
Did you have a BB gun as a kid?
I did, yeah.
I did too.
I had one.
It was a different time.
Those were so cool.
My dad encouraged me. I remember he gave me a BB gun and he was like, we had all these birds that were always around the property and he was like, go shoot all the fucking birds. That's what he told me. It's like serial killer shit. And he handed me a BB gun and he was like, go shoot all the birds.
You know what's crazy? I had a similar experience because on my grandmother's property, there used to be all these robins and they would just shit all over everything. So I just remember my dad got us like this lever action, like Winchester BB gun. And I remember aiming at this bird. This is the only time I've shot at an animal. I don't like hurting animals. But I remember I shot at this bird and it just bounced off of him. And he just turned around and just went back to like just eating grass.
And then he shat more on the ground because he was like, fuck you. How dare you, you son of a bitch. Fuck you. This is what I think of your BB gun. Dude, your fucking bird turned around and he sounded like fucking Gary Busey.
I can go to your mama's and start a small fire in her panties. Now, are you ready to get out of the car?
What?
Well,
did you ever have a cap gun as a kid? Remember you would put the roll of caps in and fire and it would smell like smoke? It would smell like soldering smoke?
Yes. All right, here's another dumb story. My brother and I were playing with them in front of our house. We're in New York City. They're obviously cap guns because they're like super chromed out with like the dumb plastic decorations. And there's like even an orange tip. And this cop drives up to us and he's like, I could have shot you. We're like, what?
What? Don't you have something
I remember my
better to
dad
do?
come running over and he's like, it's a cap gun, you idiot. Because my dad didn't mind like yelling at cops.
I like how your dad doesn't give a fuck.
Dude, the guy went through Vietnam. He would probably just strangle him or something.
He's like, I survived Christmas in Connecticut. I could survive anything.
That is a really depressing title, by the way.
I was the
Christmas
one person who rented Christmas in Connecticut. I've seen some shit.
Now I have the fury of 1,000 suns for wasting my time.
Now I fear no mortal man. Mark, we're not going to be talking about Christmas in Connecticut. You know what we're going to be talking about? You know what? I think we should actually, because I think you have the stronger pick. I think we should discuss your movie first. I fully think so. Can we review Jingle All the Way 2?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Let's do it. All right.
Do you want to
Jingle All the Way 2. Yeah, Jingle All the Way 2. I'm going to say something. So it does not have any, except for the title, it literally has no connection at all to the original Jingle All the Way. There's no Turbo Man. None of the shit is mentioned. There's no callbacks. There's a hunt for a toy, but it is like such a last minute bullshitty addition to the script. There's no Sinbad. There's no Arnold. There's no mention of these people. It's literally just a sequel in name only. And in fact, it was released, I want to say 18 or 28 years later. Because Jingle All the Way was 96.
That is crazy.
Oh, yeah. So it was almost 20 years later. So 18 years. Because Jingle All the Way was 96. They waited 18 years. And then in 2014, we got Jingle All the Way 2. So we've gone from Arnold and Phil Hartman to their cast for Jingle All the Way 2 includes Larry the Cable Guy and question mark? I don't know who any of these people fucking are, dude.
They just kind of look like they were supposed to be other actors, and we're like, how about we get some people that look like these other actors?
Totally. They were definitely local actors. I don't know where they're local to, but they definitely put a fucking advertisement out and they got a bunch of local actors. And I'm going to say something. Both movies tonight are true lumps of coal, in my opinion. They are both bad movies. However,
more like sacks of shit.
However, I do think Jingle All the Way 2 at least feels like a real movie-ish. I can recognize that that the people who made Jingle All the Way 2 understand how a movie works, and they kind of understand.
You can tell there's a professional crew behind the lens.
You can see that there's scenes have a natural beginning. They have an arc, a natural beginning, middle, end. Other scenes feed into other scenes. We get, setups and payoffs. This is not advanced stuff, but Jingle All the Way 2, it does, you know what it is? Jingle All the Way 2 is serviceable. It understands what it is. It understands the assignment. It's serviceable. Now that is about the highest compliment I can give it.
Oh my god.
But I do want to say it is hard. It's a hard watch. Although I do want to I'm going to start off with a positive. There was one
only
scene.
80 minutes.
Yeah. Mercifully, both of these movies are short. But I will say again, not to keep comparing them, but points to Jingle All the Way 2. Jingle All the Way 2 flowed, and so it felt like 90 minutes. Santa Jaws is 90 minutes, and it felt like 3 hours. It felt so long because it's just a fucking mind-numbingly bad movie.
Dude, I watched it like it was a streaming series. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna watch.
You watch it in chunks, however long you could stand it, basically.
Then I'm gonna take a ginormous shit, and then I'll watch the second part.
That's probably what I should have done. I was totally irresponsible and waited till the last minute, and because I wanted to be fresh for the show, and I was like, you know what? And this is actually very smart. I'm going to give credit to the producer in the booth. She was like, why don't you watch the longest one first? So that way you get it out of the way, and the second one, it's shorter, so you don't have to hang out as long. If you fall asleep, it's not a big deal. You finish the next day. So Jingle All the Way 2 is the longer movie, just by 10 minutes, I think. But it feels like a normal movie. I was done. I was texting Mark at the end of the movie. And when I fired up Santa Jaws, it felt like, dude, it felt like Christmas in Connecticut, Mark. It felt so long. I was like, what the fuck? And I fell asleep on it. And I had to finish watching today.
You fell asleep?
Yeah.
Oh, you poor bastard.
I fell asleep.
That
Fuck
sucks.
it. We'll just review these movies basically together because that's really how it's going to go. You can't talk about one. Yeah, okay. You wanted me to start the conversation. Here's how I'll start it then if we're going to compare them. And I want to see if you agree. I want to talk about two things. Concept and execution. Because I think both of these movies have the inverse. I think Jingle All the Way 2 has zero concept. No thinking at all. It's absolute dog shit. However, the execution is serviceable. Now flip that. Santa Jaws has what I think is actually a very decent concept, at least for what it is, right? That there's a little kid who kind of comes up with a Jaws character in a comic book, Santa Jaws, and there's a little Santa hat that's on the fin of Santa Jaws, and through a magic holiday pen, Santa Jaws comes to life, starts killing his family, right? That's a great concept. But the inverse here is that the execution fucking blows. There's zero execution on the shark, on anything, even basic setups with the actors. So it was kind of funny, like a yin and yang, to see a no concept, decent execution, great concept, fucking awful execution movie back to back. That's what I gotta say. That's my opening salvo right there.
Did you also notice that characters really are important? Nobody is likable in Santa Jaws, but at least Larry the Cable Guy, you can kind of empathize with him and have sympathy for him in his situations because he's like basically battling. By the way, this is the one thing that I found that was funny about Jingle All the Way too. The moral of the story is if you have enough money, you can buy your way out of anything.
Yes.
They don't make any bones about it. It's entirely, if you have money, you could buy off the town, and then it's a happy ending. So the whole thing is like, it's good to be rich.
It's good to be rich and greedy, and people will swallow anything as long as they get free stuff.
Dude, his henchman gets away with it too.
Yes.
They do terrible things and they all get away with it.
I have to just gently let the audience into this.
Movie.
Here's the story of Jingle All the Way 2. Because like just like Jingle All the Way, this is like the only thing it has in common with Jingle All the Way is that it's two dads basically competing. But in this movie, it's Larry the Cable Guy versus this other guy who's going to be his daughter's new stepdad. And so the new stepdad wants to prove himself to the little kid and give her this amazing Christmas. He's a rich guy. He's basically like the town industrialist. Like, people know his family business. He's going to do the tree lighting ceremony in town, right? So that guy has an unlimited budget and he could do whatever he wants. And Larry the Cable Guy is fucking exactly what you think. He's poor. He lives in a trailer. Here's the thing. Can I say this too really quick? If I was Larry the Cable Guy's agent, I would be like, you need to stop living down to the reputation that you have. If you are serious about being an actor and being a star, you have to stop acting like trailer trash, dude. If every movie you're picking up is showing you living in a fucking trailer, it's not going to help you, dude. That's the only parts you're going to get.
He's basically a carbon copy of every character he's played.
Yes.
The one thing I do enjoy is because he is the carbon copy, and this is the one thing that makes me laugh, there's a ton of poop jokes and fart jokes in this movie.
Dude, you would swear Larry the Cable Guy has fucking Crohn's disease. Every scene is about him needing to go to the bathroom immediately, and it's an emergency.
Did you love that that's how he gets out of situations?
Yes, and it's not even
It's
clever.
all I have to take a terrible shit.
Yes, I have to take a fucking monster shit. Can you show me where the bathroom is? That's how he infiltrates the fucking factory. He pretends to have to go to the bath. It's not. Here's the thing. This is why the script is stupid. In that scene, Larry the Cable Guy is pretending to be a UPS man to deliver a fake package to the stepdad so he could sneak in and steal some shit from him, right? So he's already made it in because he comes in and he's like, I'm UPS. And the lady believes him and allows him in. There's no need for the rest of that setup. He's in the building and he goes, I have to take a wicked shit. Can I please use your bathroom? And they let him into the bathroom and he hides in there.
It'd be funny if there's a behind the scenes and the director's like, Larry actually, he improvised that scene by himself.
He added a lot.
He came up with that. And everyone's like, oh yeah, it was amazing. He just came up with that right on the spot. But he did it like every fucking time.
Dude, I do want to go back to what you said though, because this movie, unlike Santa Jaws, I think Jingle All the Way 2 is just filled with only likable characters. Even though the script is bad and the characters act like stupid sitcom people, they're all likable. There's not even the evil guy, the two bad guys, the two antagonists, the stepdad and the fucking henchman, the tough guy that like does his bidding and gets all the toys. Even that guy is likable. They're all written to be goofy and silly. There's never any like stakes or danger or like, because even in the first Jingle All the Way, right? Sinbad is funny because he's Sinbad. He's fucking hilarious. But like, there's a bit where he crosses the line. Once they go to the parade and he tries to steal the toy and he's disguised as the brain guy, he goes full evil. He becomes a villain. He's trying to fucking pull the kid off the building. He's going to fall to his death and shit. Like, it crosses a line. Jingle All the Way 2 cannot be bothered to do that. It's like every single character is like a goofy sitcom character and they're all the good guy.
That's a pretty good observation, actually. Yeah.
But I'm happy with that. Yeah.
It kind of makes it feel very Hallmark movie-ish.
Yes.
Almost like, Hallmark Holiday. It's just like you can leave it on in the background. You don't have to worry about someone swearing or
you could still kind of track
beheaded.
it. Yeah, even if you're in the back, make it a creepy crawler. You can kind of, if you're paying 30% attention, you can still follow the movie and track the plot.
Now, if it was the first one, your house would be burning down because that one's really good.
If it was Santa Jaws, you'd be dead, Mark. Christmas in Connecticut, dead. House burned down. Connecticut burned to ash. Merry Christmas. I also want to say, in Jingle All the Way 2, it's as unfunny as I thought it was, and it was truly unfunny. There was one scene that did genuinely make me laugh, and I have to give credit where credit is due. And I texted you the scene. There's a scene where Larry the Cable Guy, this is the stupid toy plot that I could not follow. I was like, this is such a nothing plot. Where, like, both Larry the Cable Guy and the stepdad are competing to get the little girl this fucking talking doll. It's like a Teddy Ruxpin. Yeah, it's Harrison Bear, but it's like a Teddy Ruxpin. And they have no money. The movie has no money to make. The Teddy Ruxpin exists. You could have just bought a fucking Teddy Ruxpin that moves its mouth and eyes and shit, and you could be like, hey, look, this is just a fucking stuffed teddy bear that they put a voice in post. It's so lazy. Anyway, they're fighting over this toy, and that's the connection. So, like, just like everybody's chasing the Turbo Man in the first movie, everybody's chasing this fucking talking bear, and I was like, the whole time, maybe I expected too much, because I was like, the Jingle All the Way name carries a lot of weight to me. And I was like, this is the toy of the year? I was like, I believe Turbo Man was the toy of the year because it was like
dope.
It was, well, at the time too, it was mirroring the real toys of that era, the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger figures and the Megazords that you could buy, and they talked.
Yeah, those big ass figures.
Yes, and they had sound effects and chips and shit. Like, that felt realistic. Again, I understand it's Jingle All the Way and it's serious, but I'm just saying that was believable enough in the logic of the film to be like, oh shit, yeah, of course, that's the hot toy. Every kid wants this. But I'm sorry, in 2014, I know it's 10 years ago or whatever, but in 2014, I'm sorry, but a stuffed bear that doesn't talk, move, blink, or doesn't do shit basically looks like a fucking whatever stuffed animal they could mass market, mass produce.
And it's like so generic looking.
I had trouble believing that. So I was like, there's no way that this little kid wants this, or that this town would be turned upside down with Harrison Bear fever to go buy the bear. Was that just me?
Well, here's the other thing too. No, I totally agree with you. And the other thing is, if any of our audience members have not seen Jingle All the Way, that movie goes balls to the wall because the set's amazing. The packaging for the doll and everything revolving it. There's like ads. They have like, I think like Matt would send me the, what was that for? There was like a Christmas parade.
It was the Thanksgiving Day parade from the 80s where they did a whole He-Man Eternia float, and they stopped to do a whole live stage show in the middle of the street with like pyro and costumes and shit.
Dude, like you were saying, that's definitely the influence, but
yeah, for sure.
They do that feels like a real parade with real characters.
Yes.
Real effects. This movie is like, I think the biggest effect they have is just when Larry the Cable Guy gets launched somewhere.
Which was stupid. Also, too, Larry the Cable Guy got launched the same way twice. He gets launched when he blows up the lights, and he gets launched when he tries to transport. This is so fucking dumb. I'm not laughing at the movie. I'm laughing because it's fucking stupid. He tries to transport real snow in a tractor trailer, and he drives 2 hours away to get it. And by the time he gets home and he opens the tractor trailer, it's all water. So this giant deluge of water comes out and shoots him back in front of his family. And I was like, why is Larry always getting blown back by things? Why does Larry always have to take a shit? Those are the two modes Larry has in the movie.
It's a rider in his contract.
Yeah. I must be knocked down. I must be knocked down by some kind of substance or goo, and I must have to take a monstrous dung. I have to drop off many loads.
Oh my god! I don't know if you've seen his other movies, but it totally is the case. He's basically the same guy getting launched and shitting all the time.
Here was the other thing.
And then everyone makes fun of him for being disheveled and fat.
Yes.
That's basically
they give him shit.
All the check marks for him.
Yes. Every time he runs into that was also kind of funny when he ran into, you see, I'm begrudgingly admitting to you this is a better movie because it's at least kind of entertaining. Like, the bit where he runs into his old girlfriend from high school and he's disguised as a homeless man This is a whole contrived thing where he's like disguised as a homeless man to meet Santa at a fucking homeless shelter so that he can maybe win a Harrison bear. And he looks like a fucking fat scarecrow. He looks really weird.
Doesn't he? Yeah, he looks really old-timey, like 1800s. He's got like the stupid hat.
Dude, he looks like
everything's brown.
He's in Train Dreams. That's what happened, dude. He's in Train Dreams. He walked off Train Dreams and he's going to the Santa to beg, right? So he runs into his high school sweetheart and she's like, "Oh God, I'm so sorry. It went so bad for you." She tries to give him $20. He tries to, like, that scenario is actually kind of funny. The situation
I actually really enjoyed that. And I also liked when the kid scams him too. And he has to chase him in this, like, basically he looks like the Undertaker with just all dirty brown clothing, basically.
I'm so fucking glad you said that. Can we talk about the fact that this movie, Jingle All the Way 2, is produced and released, distributed by WWE Studios? And I was like, that's weird.
That threw me off completely.
Big time. Wait, and then it gets better because I was like, you know me. I was like, wait a minute, because the first Jingle All the Way has Big Show, more like Big No, has Big Show in the movie. So I was like, does this mean we're going to get a reprise? Like, is there going to be another wrestler as a Santa that Larry, the cable guy, is going to have to fight, right? No. Dude, I don't know if you follow new wrestling, but a couple of my buddies do. Not really. And I asked them about it, and I was like, do you recognize this guy? So apparently the friend, Larry the Cable Guy's sidekick, is a real wrestler in WWE. His name is Santino. Did you know that?
Oh, you know what it is? I was wondering why, when you pause the movie, it gives you like, here's the actors. And he had like some like singlet on. And I was like,
why is this guy in a leotard?
My two brain cells did not hit together to form the WWE
the synapses
connection.
didn't connect. The wiring didn't connect for you on that, dude. The creepy crawler oven didn't ignite for you. Yes. That guy's name is Santino Martel, and he's a real WWE wrestler. And I thought it was weird because I was like, why do they keep giving the Larry sidekick guy so many scenes? He's in a lot of the movie. I was like, he's almost in it too much. Not that he's a bad actor. It's just like, I was like, why the fuck is this guy here?
Were you also thinking in the back of your head, like, am I supposed to know who this actor is?
Yes. I was like, he's got to be on some fucking Reba, some sitcom that I don't watch.
Yeah, exactly.
Old whiteys watch it. Like, it's something that I don't know, right? And no, it turns out he's a fucking wrestler. And then I was like, oh, right, it's produced by WWE. And then I got sad when I realized it. Because then I was like, oh, there's not gonna be a Santa, a wrestler Santa he's got to fight. Which sucks, because they almost set you up for that. Because there's another bit where Larry the Cable Guy has to do a fucking mechanical bull contest. All these, they're dressed up like Santa. It makes no sense. They have to do a mechanical bull contest. And there's one, he's like, I'm going to win this for my daughter. And there's one guy.
Glue on his ass.
He puts glue on his ass and he glues himself to a mechanical bull, this fucking guy. Okay? Wait. There's one other guy he's competing with for the toy, and he's a giant. He's huge. And I was like, oh shit, I wonder if that guy's a wrestler and they're going to fight. And this is where the Santa fight's going to happen, and it's going to be just like Jingle All the Way. Nope, it never fucking happens. Fuck this you, movie.
This movie doesn't, I'm guessing it's a budget thing, but the weird thing is, like, they had budget for other stuff. It's like, they had no, you know how it needs like a major centerpiece action? And there has to be at least 3, one for every act, I feel. This has like, this feels like it's everything's happening on the same level, and it doesn't progress beyond
We
that.
got
It's
one
just
foot chase, and it was
flat.
with him as the homeless guy chasing the little kid. That was it.
Yeah. Nothing, actually, if you think about it, not much happens in this movie.
No, nothing happens. Nothing barely happens. Nothing happens, dude. Like, here's the problem, though. For Santa Jaws, I should say. A whole lot of nothing happens in both movies. But at least in Jingle All the Way 2, there's funny shit you can hang your hat on. Like, oh, he's got to take a shit again. Right? Or whatever. Or,
I think, you know what it is? Did you find yourself laughing at it because it's sort of like, okay, I've accepted I'm in this tier of filmmaking. So
Yes.
I'm going to enjoy that. I'll be honest, I did enjoy the movie. I laughed a bunch of times just because it was like, it was just stupid and funny, but like funny in a dumb doesn't make sense.
I will go to bat
but I
for
still
one
enjoyed
scene.
it.
There was one scene that I think honest to God is funny. And it was when he went back to the toy store. He was trying to get the Harrison Bear. And there's this one fucking guy. Mark called him Timu Zach Braff because he looked like a fake Zach Braff. He's like the guy who works there. He's really peppy. And his whole thing is he'll be like, happy holidays, happy Kwanzaa, happy Hanukkah, happy blah, blah, blah. And so there was a funny bit when Larry goes back to the toy store and there's no Harrison Bears, and he's like, he gets pissed off, and the guy tries to be like, happy holidays. Larry goes, I hope you have a sucky holiday, and a sucky Christmas, and a sucky Hanukkah, and a sucky, like, sucky Kwanzaa. That shit was actually funny. I did laugh at that. I did laugh at that shit.
He's actually, you know what, I'll say this too, like, out of both movies and all the cast of characters in either movie, he's definitely charismatic and you enjoy watching him and you kind of like it when he's on screen because you know he's trying and he's trying to be funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
So I have always give him credit for that. Yeah. And I'll be honest, I'm biased because I do like his stand-up because it's just you just have to turn your brain off, have fun.
Okay, as a fan of his stand-up,
enjoy shit, you know?
As a fan of his stand-up, I have a question for you then. His whole deal, is it not? This is the only thing I know about Larry the Cable Guy. If I was on a game show, this would be the only thing I would know, and I had to guess things about Larry the Cable. This is the only thing I would know about him, besides now that I know he has to take monster shits. Is he says, get her done. That's his whole thing. And I kept waiting the whole fucking movie for him to say, get her done. I'm like, this is clearly what this guy does. It would be the equivalent. Dude, it would be the equivalent. If Arnold didn't say, I'll be back. Or if Jean-Claude Van Damme didn't do a split. You'd be like, give me my money back. Where's the shit? Right? I kept waiting for get her done. He never fucking says it. But I think, if I'm mistaken, it's a very weird choice. Either he didn't want to do it or something, or he's like, maybe I've done that too much. I don't want to get her done
This
anymore.
is my more serious role.
Yeah. This is my train dreams. I can't be saying get her done. Dude, did he... I want to say one of the Harrison Bears says it in the Harrison Bear voice. I think it says "get her done."
I think so. Yeah,
I think there is, but I thought it was like it only called attention to the fact that he didn't do it, and I was like, "What the fuck's up with that?"
Did that bother you? You were like,
"Yes, it
what
did."
What
bother
the fuck
me.
am I watching?
Yes, it bothered me because it was so clearly a choice. He went out of his way to deliberately not do it, and I'm not even kidding. You might be right, dude. He might be like, I got to take on more serious roles. I can't be saying the same shit all the time.
Dude, what if he had like this whole thing mapped out in his head? After I do Jingle All the Way, they're going to get used to me not saying get her done. And then I'll be in Hamlet.
He really shot high. He went for Hamlet. Dude.
What if right after this, he had an audition for like one of the Coen brothers version of Hamlet? Like Denzel got it. That piece of shit.
This is Larry, and I'm here to get her. I'm not going to get her done. I'll be getting something else. I'll be getting this part. What I'll be getting. Dude.
He's super arrogant in the casting room.
Did it not stand out to you as weird that he didn't fucking say it? Were you like, what the fuck, man? Just say it.
You know what makes it stand out even more? There are numerous scenarios where he could use it, and he never does. There's so many. There's like 50 scenes where he could have easily said it, and he doesn't at all.
Dude, you're absolutely right. Holy shit.
That is weird.
It's fucking
Maybe
weird.
He has a lot of respect for the Jingle All the Way series. He's like, this is a holy franchise. Maybe he thought there's going to be a whole bunch of these
I'm
movies.
the new guardian of the franchise. I inherited it, and there's no get her done. Okay, there's something else now. I got to make up something else for this. He thought he was going to be the new custodian of the franchise. Hand it off. He paved the way.
Son, this will all be yours after I'm gone.
This shitty made-for-TV movie that barely anyone saw is going to be yours. Dude.
By the way, can I say one thing?
Please.
They clearly saw the original, though, because they do have when he punches the bear's head off in the store. There's a bunch of parallels.
Yes.
There's a lot of similar storylines. I just don't understand why they saw that. Because Jingle All the Way to me is a legitimate great Christmas holiday film. It's just a great
agreed.
fun film in general. And it's like,
and clearly,
why even resurrect it and taint the name of the original? I'm going to be that guy.
It's lightning in a bottle. You cannot repeat it. You cannot recreate it. Here's my thing. If you're going to attempt a sequel 20 years later, right, with none of the original cast, with no connections to the movie, rewatch. Dude, everybody has streaming. Everybody has DVD. You can rewatch the first movie and literally copy what worked. Like, hey, I gotta have a fight with a Santa here. I gotta have a whole set piece where they're trying to get a toy. Okay, I can do that. We can have some funny competition here between the two dads. Like, it's literally, you could rip it off so easily. But they learned all the wrong lessons. They just, like, watched the movie and they took the stupidest, most tenuous shit. Like, oh, clearly it's
and the easiest to replicate budget-wise.
Easiest to replicate, and they still somehow missed it. They still somehow missed it.
I got a question for you. Would you have been satisfied if, because they have a news reporter, if they were just like the previous times when we had the Turbo Man, this doll is now the new Turbo Man?
I kept waiting.
That's like the cheapest way to do it.
Not only that, I'll give you something even cheaper. I kept waiting because they kept going back to the fucking Zach Braff toy store. I kept waiting when all the parents, because they make this big deal. The fucking Harrison Bear is in the same spot every scene. It's not like they do a display for him or something, right? Like, they're not lining up. They go to the same place, but the director keeps doing this bit where he's tracking through the toy store. I'm like, okay, why are we doing this fancy move that doesn't go anywhere? It's not like you're landing on new information to reveal. I kept waiting during those tracking shots for the parents to be bustling through and to knock over a cardboard standee of Turbo Man. To be like, boom, knock it out of the way. And that's your little nod to the movie, and you get it out of the way, and it costs, what, $100 to make a cardboard standee of Turbo Man. They might actually still have it in the Fox lot. You can go pick it up, put it there, get them to knock it over, it's done. Right? Cost-effective filmmaking. That's the name of the game for Jingle All the Way too. What is the cheapest route we can take?
You know what's funny? There's also those Turbo Man ads. I know the time would be different, but you could have just had him watching that on the TV and being like, fuck that shit, and he turns it off or farts or something
dude,
like
he's
that.
age appropriate. He could have been like, I remember when I was a kid, there was a mad dash on this toy called Turbo Man. He could have been the connection, right? It's from his era. It was 20-something years ago. Maybe he wasn't a kid at that time, but maybe he worked at a toy store and he remembers the mad rush. So he's like, oh, I'm going to use I'm already doing more thinking than the writers did for this movie. He could remember how.
Yeah, but that's because you're a good writer.
Yeah, it's fucking so easy. It's so stupid. It's staring them right in the face. But credit where credit is due, Mark. I got to tell you, I did laugh. And listen, if I had to, not to be this guy, because we haven't spoken about Santa Jaws at all, and we will. But if you put both these lumps of coal in front of me, if Santa gave me both these lumps of coal on Christmas morning, that's the whole idea for this show. If I had to rewatch one, if it was like you have to live with one and watch it one again, I would pick Jingle All the Way too.
I agree with you 100%. I'll be honest with you. There could be a future where I rewatch this and still be entertained just for fun.
Dude, I thought you were setting up
anyway.
Look, there's a possibility in the future that I'm not going to remember anything about Santa Jaws, so I'll just let you review it.
Oh, that's a given. I don't even have to state that.
I'm actually amazed how much listen again, points for Jingle All the Way 2. I'm amazed how much I retained from Jingle All the Way 2 and how little I retained from Santa Jaws. Like, I had to go back today and like look at screen grabs to be like, oh, right, that's how that character died. Got it. Like, because the moment Santa Jaws went in my brain, it left a second later. Like, I had nothing.
Shit.
I landed on nothing. I came away. I'm going to tell you my quick. Wait. Should we maybe tie a bow briefly around Jingle All the Way 2 and go to Santa Jaws for a sec?
Yeah, I think we've probably covered enough of it.
We've been going back and forth. We've been doing double duty. The only thing I remember at Santa Jaws is that the shark has a Santa hat on its fin. That's about the most clever thing I can give it. But it steals again. Here's another movie now, just like Jingle All the Way tried to steal from the original. This steals from a bunch of movies, including obviously Jaws. But what it steals, it steals the right things, but it doesn't know what to do with them. Like, for instance, Santa Jaws, would you have ever guessed, Mark? It kind of steals the plot of the newer Goosebumps movie, where basically Jack Black is writing the Goosebumps stories, and through magic or something, the Goosebumps stories come to life. So if he wants to hurt the Goosebumps characters, he's got to write himself a way to do that or fight them. I never would have guessed, but Santa Jaws basically takes that same idea. The kid has a magic pen, he draws comics, Santa Jaws comes to life, and so if they want to fight him, they've got to use Christmas weapons that he makes. He's got to rewrite the comic so that he can change the ending and save his family. Like, they took the right thing, but they didn't know what to do with it. Same thing for Krampus, on one of my favorite holiday horror movies. Santa Jaws takes the ending, it takes kind of two things from Krampus. One, the idea that a kid hates his family enough that his fucking hatred manifests this holiday monster to take out his family. Krampus does it, same shit here with Santa Jaws. And two, at the end of the movie, there's a bit where he's learned his lesson. All of his family has been taken away throughout the movie. Same shit as Krampus, the exact same shit. And then he wakes up on Christmas morning and they're all fine. They're all around the Christmas tree, right? And again, that's why I say it's like the movie repeats that, steals it, but doesn't know quite what to do with it. In Krampus, it's to give you that rug pull, spoiler alert for Krampus, so that you can be like, aha, these fuckers are not safe at all. They're inside of Krampus's globe. Santa Jaws does not have the budget, forethought, concept to do that at all. It just steals the fact that the kid wakes up and everything is fine. He's put it all back together.
Dude, can I be honest? I was actually hoping, because it's not funny, to be completely honest. I don't even know if they were trying to be funny, maybe in a couple of scenes, but it's just not. They were in like, but then the kid himself, the main character, is so angsty and a piece of shit. He basically creates all these problems and then he gives people crap because they're not helping him fix the bullshit he started, and he blames them for it. I was really hoping that the ending would be none of the family comes back and he's just left with that horrible decision he made to hate his family in the beginning and have them all get killed. Also, every time he said, Papa, what did he call this? Papa? Oh
Papa.
My God, I wanted to punch that kid in the face. I hated that kid so much,
Mark
by the way.
Texted me last night during his movie, or during Santa Jaws, and he's like, Matt, I think whoever wrote this movie has schizophrenia. And it's true. If you watch the movie, if you try to watch it straight through, not like Mark, who watched it in 5-minute chunks like it's on Quibi. Mark Quibi'd Santa Jaws. He watched 5 minutes here. He went to the bathroom. 5 minutes again, he ate some chili. 5 minutes again, he took a subway ride. No,
I just eat stuff to give me diarrhea so I can leave.
You have an excuse.
I really have diarrhea. I can't watch it.
You took that from Slayer the Cable Guy. You were like, oh, note to self, if I need to get out of something, just have to take a monster shit.
I'm just snorting Imodiums as I watch.
Yep. Yes. So, dude, if you try to watch it straight through, like I think I caught maybe 40 minutes straight, right? Scene to scene, Mark is absolutely right. It's tonally all over the place. There's zero character consistency. I was like, who the fuck? Who is this kid? Why does this kid care about this all of a sudden? Like, now these kids are friends, then they're not friends. Also, by the way,
they don't really treat each other like friends, by the way, either. They're pretty mean to each other.
This has the opposite problem of Jingle All the Way 2, where they couldn't be bothered to make an unlikable character. Everyone's likable. In Santa Jaws, they just said
they're all cunts.
They're all cunts, and the only likable character is Santa Jaws. I was happy when he was on screen because I was like, this is the reason I'm here, right? And I liked no one. I can remember nothing of the human characters except that one kid is supposed to be a baseball player. He's a pitcher, and somehow it comes down to him having to throw turkeys into the water to try to lure Santa Jaws out. But I was like, he's not a quarterback. He's not a discus thrower who's throwing heavy objects like a shot put. He's a baseball pitcher. He throws tiny things. What if you want him to throw the turkey at the end?
Are so heavy.
Yeah, make him a bowler. Make him a fucking quarterback. Make him. You could literally change the line and make him whatever you want. The fact that he's a pitcher has nothing to do with anything.
What's the heaviest thing like a baseball player is going to lift in a game? You know,
probably his ass off the bench, because that's mostly what they do. They just sit. The heaviest thing he lifts.
Fun of America's national pastime.
The heaviest thing he lifts is the hot dog he gets from the concession stand.
Dude, those ballpark hot dogs are pretty
big.
They are big.
They are big, dude. Side note, by the way, I had a Costco hot dog for the first time ever this past weekend, and it was not up to the hype. I got to tell you, I did not like it.
Oh, really?
I thought it was going to be awesome, and it was not good.
Is the hype that it's cheap?
No,
yes.
Like
the hype is the hype that it also is cheap and tastes good.
It's
like
cheap and tastes good.
At
yes,
IKEA.
Absolutely right. That's what it is. So it's $1.25. You get this quality all beef hot dog. They lose money on it, but it's a win for you, the consumer, and you get this amazing lunch out of it. They have a toppings bar. You can put whatever the fuck you want on your hot dog. I didn't think it was that good.
What did it taste like?
It just kind of tasted. It kind of did. Like, have you ever been to a friend's house? This is the worst. When you go, this is how you know, dude. Let's go back again to my creepy crawler childhood, right? Here's how you knew the dinner was gonna blow. Okay, the dad had a barbecue pit, but he didn't use it for the hot dogs. Instead, the mom boiled them inside. That's how you knew these people were fucking lazy and the hot dogs were not going to taste good. And that's what it reminded me of. I took a bite of the Costco hot dog and I was like, this bitch boiled the hot dogs and did not put them on the grill.
So it's flavorless, basically.
Flavorless and wet.
Oh, does the bun get all soggy too?
Yes, the bun got soggy. Oh,
that is not good.
It was not good, dude. And I was hyped because I had heard nothing but good things about the Costco hot dog. And I was like, this is going to be amazing.
It's like in the fucking news, right? They're like,
yeah, dude.
I get like 500 of those articles like pumped through my feed.
Yes. And just like Santa Jaws, it was a massive disappointment. That also cost $1.25. If you told me they spent $1.25 on Santa Jaws, I would believe you. I would believe you, Mark.
Dude, this doesn't the cinema. It looked like they used no light. Oh, here's one thing I have to give. Like, Jingle All the Way 2 looks like it's in a Christmas setting. There's snow on the ground.
Yes.
Like there's Christmas. This has like nothing.
Yeah,
like,
besides the Christmas lights, and it's tenuous. That's it.
Yeah, and there's like no snow on the ground. It looks gray. It kind of looks like Jersey. Like,
yeah,
you know, ever go to those like boring New Jersey towns where it's just gray
there's
and there's never any leaves on trees. Yeah, and it kind of has the smell when you drive past it, like Elizabeth.
Yep.
Like, oh, it stinks real bad.
Everybody puts the windows up.
Yeah, it's like everything is. I mean, here's the thing: if you don't have lights and if you have they have a decent camera, right? Just go to find some good free locations. It looks like they just walked out of their house and were like, we're just going to shoot here.
Yes.
It looks like they did no location scouting. Everything in this movie looks ugly.
They shot on location in like a suburb and put no effort. I started to notice this every time like the kid would go across the street to, you know, the girl he has a crush on to go talk to her, or the parents are outside and they're like grounding him, right? None of the other houses are decorated for Christmas. It would have been so simple to just say, hey, remember, it is a Christmas movie. At least this house should have lights on it, or there should be a Santa on the roof or something. None of that exists.
Or at least do your exterior shots during Christmas.
Yes.
So we can see some like decorations. But if it's just like this barren landscape, there was nothing to tie it into Christmas at all.
Yeah, except the only Christmassy thing is Santa Jaws, and he is quite Christmassy. He has the hat on the fin, which I actually think is very funny. And throughout the movie, he becomes more and more Christmassy. Like, his eyes are red like ornaments. His teeth get red and green. He has a fucking narwhal horn like a candy cane. It's got the red and white stripes. Like, His design is fun.
How he gets that was so stupid too.
Was so stupid. And the other fun thing that I forgot is that he has the Christmas lights wrapped around him, and he's able.
And they still light up.
They still light up, even though he's swimming underwater, and he's able to flick his tail to use them to lasso the bikini girl into the water with him. Okay, now that I say that, that part is funny. I do like that part. It's funnier in retrospect, not when it's happening, though. It's fun to talk about.
This movie, that's a great point. This movie is fun to talk. Whereas, okay, so Jingle All the Way 2 is stupid and funny in the moment. This is stupid and funny on reflection. So basically, like, when you're watching the movie, it's probably one of the most frustrating experiences you'll have. There's something about this movie where you're like, why aren't you doing this? I know I sound like an arrogant ass, but I feel so. Even if you weren't studying film, I feel as though any normal audience member would be like, why aren't they doing this?
Yes.
Why are there no sets to denote that it's Christmas? Why are these actors why are all these characters just super mean to each other?
Not only that,
the lead character is such a turd. You don't want anything good to happen to him.
He's
There's
a colossal
no redeeming
turd.
quality.
And they learned nothing. Again, so they spent so much time ripping off and stealing from Krampus and Goosebumps and whatever. The Jaws shit, the easiest shit to copy, they don't do. So, in Jaws, part of the cleverness is the fact that Jaws constantly, it never rests on its laurels. It never is lazy. Okay, it's always finding new ways for Jaws to find victims in the water. It's never the same thing that puts someone in Bruce the Shark's path. Here, it's the same lazy shit every fucking time. Look, I accidentally dropped something in the water. Let me lean over in the same exact pose every time. It happens 5 times in the movie.
And it's the same first-person shot where the person's it looks like a really cheap GoPro, and they just stuck it in the water, and then they just, ramped it up to the character's face, and the person's just like...
Here's my thing. If you're going to go ridiculous, right?
Movie.
If this is the house that made Sharknado, and you're already having a fucking Christmas Jaws with all the crazy Christmas shit on it, fuck it. Have him be able to come on land for a minute. Have him piloting a boat. Have some other thing that helps him get out of the same pose, the same stock animation where he comes up off the dock and bites the guy. I'll make it up. They don't have the money for this. If some helicopter is skimming by and he happens to get his lights wrapped around one of the copter bottoms, and it can airlift him out to something, and he can drop off and attack somebody and then swim back through a sewer to get back out to the water. You know what I mean? They could have done so many things.
I would have been happy to see that in bad CG.
100%.
Case in point, the one scene that really made me laugh my ass off was when that guy got his legs bit off, and he's clearly kneeling on the dock, and they just composited bloody stumps on the end of his knees, and he goes, "My legs!" He pulls it. That actually, okay, I'm lying. That I did laugh out loud in that moment. That scene is pretty funny. But the thing is, it needed more like that. Instead of just doing the shark coming out of the water, they're always either on the boat or a dock, and it does, like Matt said, it's the same shit happens. Try to do something different and make fun of it, or do some bad effects on purpose that make it funny,
or
and
at least
get clever with
the victims. So again, like that composited guy, he's dressed like an elf, so it's funny when his legs are gone and now he's little, right? You know what I thought would have happened, right? I was like, oh, this is classic. They should have opened on the dock and had a bunch of old timey Dickensian carolers, "We wish you a Merry Christmas," and then have him come out at the end and fucking bite them, right? That's easy shit. That's an idea you have at the top of the meeting. Nobody's wasted any brain cells. You should, of course, do that. But they never do. The only thing I did laugh at, I did laugh at the elf guy, but you know what else I laughed at, legitimately laughed at? I had moments with both of these movies, more so with Jingle All the Way 2. But I had moments with both these movies where, I expected, I had kind of checked out, and I was like, this movie's giving me everything it's going to give me. And then they would come through with a scene that would genuinely make me laugh. For the Larry movie, it was the sucky Christmas, sucky whatever, right? In this, it was when they finally think that they've gotten Santa Jaws, they throw the fucking javelin and they throw the fucking turkey and they blow him up. Santa Jaws is sinking below the water. You think he's dead, and you hear Ave Maria start to play. It's like super dramatic. That made me laugh for real.
I agree too. That I completely forgot.
I started to laugh my ass off. That shit is actually funny. I will give Santa Jaws that. That's funny. But they used all their creative juice on that gag. That's it.
That's funny. You know what this movie has a crisis of conscience, because it's like it wants to be very serious and kind of have like this moral story of like, you know, the people you care about, they care about you, you piece of shit. But they also at the same time are like, this is a stupid comedy.
Yes, we want to be silly.
But they don't like mesh well. The way they do it doesn't mesh. You know how? Okay, so Shaun of the Dead has these like tremendously moving. Like they'll get you to feel some emotion, right? And it's like a funny horror zombie, but for some reason, because it's great writing and they mesh it well, it works. So it's not like it can't work.
You know why it works? You care about those characters. You care about them enough so that when something bad does happen, like when Bill Nighy, you realize is a zombie and they get sad and they know what they got to kill him, it hurts because you like him. Yeah. That's why. You don't like anyone in Santa Jaws, so that serious shit always plays false to you. You're like, I can't wait for this motherfucker to die. Like, you know what I mean? Anybody in the movie.
Dude, that gun looked so plastic. Oh, yeah. The one gun they were using. And then the other thing, too, is like there's a comic book store owner. He has like, you know, he's got the case of weapons and stuff, and they're like, we need weapons. And he's like, I got him, basically. And it's supposed to be like this cool shot to this epic weapon that the thing was like, looked like a piece of shit, and they just wrapped rope around it.
Yeah, it was weird.
Like all that they could, I mean, at least have one good.
I expected it to be something over the top, like, oh, it's a comic book store. He's going to have some kind of crazy cosplay looking weapon, like a giant anime sword that is bigger than a regular sword, or something like that.
Final Fantasy sword?
Yes, like he has something stupid that would be, it's stupid in real life, but it would be big enough to kill Santa Jaws, right? Okay, now this thing can actually work. No, as Mark says, it's such a fucking letdown. It's so underwhelming. It's not even underwhelming. It's just poop. Like I saw it and I was like, I hate this.
They don't take the samurai swords, and they go as a group.
And it's not presented. The easiest thing ever would be, okay, well, we can at least visually, we can artistically portray this to make it cool and give it a moment. Like we can freak the lighting a little bit, do this dramatic push in to show you this fucking weapon, right? And even if the weapon's lame, because we're treating it like this moment of awe for the audience, they'll think it's cool. They don't even do that. It's a fucking halfway shot from across the store. Nobody's thought about it. They pushed in post. It looks like shit. And it's framed awkwardly. The lighting is flat. It's whatever fucking fluorescent lighting is in the comic book shop.
Yeah, dude. Oh, what an ugly movie.
They did no dramatization of it at all.
To do what you suggested, too, all they would need is like, just turn all the shop lights off, put a spotlight on that thing, and then do a push in.
Sell it with sound. Too much money. Sell it with sound. Yeah. Throw a little chorus behind it, like, oh, right? Throw something behind it. We
throw
all
some Ave Maria on there.
You got Ave Maria, use it. You paid for it, use it. That shit was funny with Ave Maria. I did laugh at that.
And the funny thing is, it's kind of like an emotional song to play when something dies. It was the shark, which was the enemy.
That was funny. Dude, I almost wish, so the movie Santa Jaws opens with like a fake scene of, it's like bringing the kid's comic to life. So it puts you in the middle of like this super cheesy action scene where there's like a bad guy deranged Santa holding this girl hostage, and there's like a tough guy action hero who's like, and they're speaking to each other in catchphrases, you know, he's like, I'll see you in Jingle Hell.
Yeah, dude, I love
as when we left that world and went to the real world with the kid, the shitty kid and the annoying family, I was like, put me back in the other movie. I would have loved Santa Jaws.
That was the movie.
Yes, I would have loved Santa Jaws if it was like it's also happening in the middle of a shitty 90s B action movie, and like we have a fucking over the top villain, a fake John McClane, a damsel in distress, that would have been awesome because it would have played into the jokes. Like, I was laughing at the line exchanges in the beginning. The minute it got to the real world, I was like, fuck you, I'm out.
The funny thing is those actors they cast did a pretty good job of being those like cheesy characters. I also like that the guy's tattoo said Feliz Navidad, I think. Didn't he say on his arms before he like punches that tattoo?
He's like, and to all a good night. And he punched him right in the face. I was like, this is what I'm talking about. This is what Santa Jaws should be.
Here's the thing too, is like Christmas creates all these, this goes for both movies. Christmas time has so many catchphrases already that you can turn into great one-liners.
Yes.
None of these movies do it at all properly.
No.
It's crazy.
It's wasted. Wasted.
It's
also
weird because it's like you have all this stuff to feast on and you're choosing to ignore it. It's like they took a beautiful Christmas dinner and then shoved it in the garbage can.
Yeah, or they took a beautiful Christmas dinner and then had the camera go past it to reveal the real shitty dinner that you were then going to have.
Yeah. Or Larry the Cable Guy, they show a Christmas dinner and then he takes a shit on it.
You go to the bathroom and he's like, ugh. I did like that bit in Jingle All the Way too, where he did burn the turkey. I was like, oh, they're gonna make it. Are they gonna try to make it like even in the shitty trailer, this mobile home, he's gonna have this like amazing kitchen, and he's suddenly a great cook, even though we've seen no evidence to the contrary that he can cook. He eats all of his meals. They're like potato chips, or he's at the diner. Like, I at least was glad that they were like, nah, he burns the turkey because he's a fucking dum-dum.
That all, by the way, the one thing about the turkey burning, I was like, okay, at least if he cooks this turkey, his whole family coming over to his house to bond together makes sense. And they're like, no, he's still a dumbass.
He still fucking ruins Christmas because he sucks.
Dude,
Also,
I can't believe that.
You know what I just remembered too?
Idiot.
In Jingle All the Way too, there's a bit where he's sitting with his friend Santino, the wrestler, and they're trying to strategize how to get a bear, right? And I was like, I can't believe this is what this movie is. And it's such a stupid gag that I was like, who thought this was funny? There's a bit where they're sitting on a love seat together, basically, right? And his phone starts ringing, and they're like, where could the phone be? And his phone is buried underneath in the chip bowl. All the chip. How the fuck did it get there? Why would that be funny? And then he just pulls it out like natural and talks on the phone, right? And I was like, are we meant... We already know that Larry is borderline brainless. Why do we need this scene to show us he's also maybe actively trying to destroy his life?
Oh my God. Dude,
like,
did you also hear what the funniest part is? Like, that wasn't even the punchline, was at least it didn't fall in the dip.
Yes,
it's such a stupid,
and that would have been acceptable. Like, yes, both of those guys, by the way, are wearing the bibs at the restaurant. Is what I'm saying. They're oafs. The oafs. Jingle all the oafs.
That is pretty funny.
Don't think I forgot about that shit where his phone is in a fucking chip bowl. Why?
I swear to God, I did laugh at that. It's just another one of those dumb. It's kind of like they're just taking a huge shit on Larry the Cable Guy. Whoever's writing this, I don't know. I guess he's kind of a masochist, but he's like, whatever you do, make me the dumbest, lowest form of an American man.
Now I want to know what Larry the Cable Guy did before and after this movie.
Oh, yes. That would be very curious to see.
All right,
what
so we know that
in.
this movie was 2014, and I'm going to tell you now. Here's what he did. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Before this, because he is, of course, the voice of Mater from Cars. So he has that Disney. Right, yeah. He has Disney Pixar money because he's in all the Cars movies. And when you go to the parks, there's like a Mater ride, and like you can hear him all over the park. So it was kind of funny to me. I'm not someone who knows the Cars movies or Larry the Cable Guy, but I go to the Disney parks a lot. And so I was like, oh shit, this is Mater. I kept hearing his voice. Okay, here we go.
Dude, he's like a global sensation if you think about it.
Oh, dude, literally, the two things that's on his IMDb, the two things that sandwich Jingle All the Way 2 are Cars shit. It's him doing a Cars video game and him doing some other Disney video game as his Cars character. And then he did Cars 3.
What?
He just does Mater. That's what he does now.
Does he have any movies where he's the lead and it's not Toy Story related?
Well, Mark, in 2020, he did a podcast called The Mangina Dialogues.
What? It's called The Man.
Mark thinks I'm joking, so I'm going to share my screen. Here you go, Mark. The Mangina Dialogues is a podcast. Oh, it's not his show. He was just a guest. He was just a guest on the Mangina Dialogues. Hey guys, podcast of the year, Mangina Dialogues. Hey, you know what? I bet if you go to Love of Cinema, you know what you're never going to hear? You're never going to fucking hear about Mangina Dialogues over there. We should say Merry Christmas to our friends over at Love of Cinema. Merry Christmas, buddies.
Vagina Monologues is like this prestigious, like well-known thing. And the Mangina Dialogues is just a gross podcast.
In another universe, Mark, you and I would be the hosts of the Mangina Dialogues. We are so close to that almost. Maybe we can get Larry the Cable Guy on this show. We reviewed your movie. Which one?
Dude, is he on Cameo?
Let's see. Wait, let's see.
Oh, God, I hope he's on Cameo.
If he's on Cameo, Mark, wait. Larry the Cable.
All right, if I can get another job, I will totally hire him for the 2025 wrap-up episode. Please be cheap.
Mark, I'm sorry to say, it looks like Larry the Cable Guy is not on Cameo. I'm sorry to tell you.
Dude, he would be perfect. He'd just have to yell "Get her done" to all these randos,
his
and he'd
fucking
be rolling
Instagram is literally Get Her Done Graham. That's the name of his Instagram. Get Her Done Graham. It's the official IG of Larry the Cable Guy.
Oh my God.
I cannot believe, if we had a Matt and Mark bingo card, did anybody have us talking about, not only talking about Larry the Cable Guy, but actually preferring a Larry the Cable Guy movie over a Jaws movie? If you would have told me that, I'd have been like, you're smoking crack. Get out. Crack smoker.
I guess hell's gonna freeze over this Christmas?
Dude, Mark, you changed it all, man. With your fucking Jingle All the Way too. You little did you know. You shook this podcast and you shook the fabric of our reality. Our tender ties.
Hopefully things will change for the better since all the characters were so sweet.
God, I hope so. I hope you brought some Christmas magic into this world with these picks, dude. I'm actually glad we landed on both these movies, by the way. And this is Mark brought this up when we were texting, just trying to decide what movies we were going to watch. Mark was like, it's cool that both of our picks connect to previous movies that have been very important to this podcast. Jingle All the Way, a movie we've done a movie commentary for. You can go back and listen to that, watch the movie with us. And Jaws. We did, not only have I spoken about Jaws incessantly, annoyingly so, all year, but I did a whole stunt that everybody hated called Jaws Knockoffs June. And then I shoehorned a trip to the Jaws Museum into our HHN trip. Dude, I looked at our...
But you know what, dude? That was one of the best exhibits I've ever been to.
As a Jaws
I can't believe we got to control.
It was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I will never forget. I had the best time. You can also watch me and Mark. I put that video up on YouTube. You can watch me and Mark play at the Jaws Museum. It was really fun. Super fun.
Yeah, Matt did an amazing job. You have to see it. And then also, please watch his William Shatner story. They're both on his YouTube channel.
Oh, yes. My Evening with Bill Shatner.
Dude, the two greatest things happened. The Shatner thing and the Jaws.
The Shatner dialogues. Mark,
oh God,
it feels like we're coming to the end of our dual review of Santa Jaws and Jingle All the Way 2. Unless, do you have any other things you want to add about either movie?
I don't know. I feel as though we covered them pretty good.
I think we covered them
That was a terrible sentence
extensively.
I just said. Yeah.
More so than I thought. Because do you remember the Christmas episode we did a few years ago where we tried to review Jack Frost and we gave up like 10 minutes in and we just started talking about other stuff?
So bad. That actually, is that a Christmas tradition where we just watch utter trash?
We watch trash. There were two grab bags. We watched decent movies. We watched Snowbound Cinema were good movies, and Holiday Horror was good movies.
By the way, you know what I got to say though? Because there's so many like iconic Christmas movies, and most of the time, at least for you and I, because we like to theme our holidays and watch specific things, it's kind of nice to force yourself to watch like these crappy movies and just like discuss them because they are very I know it sounds like we're shitting on these movies, but this whole experience has been like super entertaining, I have to say. I really enjoyed, I think, watching them knowing I'm going to talk to you about them. And it's like, oh my God, this is going to be a fucking hilarious conversation because this movie just is terrible. So as far as a bonding experience, I think this was like fantastic because I love watching bad movies with you. And I love the fact that we've done this on several occasions.
We've tortured each other on several occasions. Now, this is what I wanted to ask you before we say goodbye to both of these movies, right? The theme of this year was Lump of Coal. We definitely delivered on that. We gave you 2.
Oh, yeah, 100.
But Mark, which lump of coal, I think I know the answer, but which lump of coal do we think is the winner? Which is the victor here? I think it's very clear.
I think it's definitely Jingle All. Because I may be biased because I chose Jingle All the Way too, but
dude,
I think it's just.
I want you to own this
superior.
moment. I want you to own this moment, Mark. Finally, in the grab bag, you have won. You have selected the movie, the superior movie. I never would have guessed. Like I said, I can't fucking believe that I was more entertained by a fucking Larry the Cable Guy movie than a Jaws knockoff. I cannot believe it. I can't believe I'm saying.
By the way, it's still a hollow victory because it's like this giant piece of shit is better than this smaller piece of shit. But at the end of the day, it's still a piece of shit.
It's still a monster shit in Larry the Cable Guy's bowels that he has to evacuate immediately. Dude, doesn't he also tell Santino the wrestler, doesn't he also tell him at one point, like, I think I shit my pants a little? Isn't there a part? Oh, no, it's when he gets flipped over.
Wait. No. This is the one part I thought was like, okay, here's where they're going to go heartfelt. He was like, can I tell you something? And you promise not to laugh at me. But the way he delivers it, you feel as though he's going to reveal something heartfelt that's going to make them stronger as friends. And I think you're right. He's just like, I shit my pants
a little bit. And the other guy's like, okay.
He had the one moment where he wasn't using his tagline. He had the moment to shine as a dramatic actor, and he turned it into he shit his pants joke.
His leading man status, his chance at being a leading man in Hollywood, right there.
Blow it into his pants, basically.
I agree.
That's crazy that's the guy he wants to be. He's like, I'm the guy that shits himself.
Not that there's a winner or a loser, because I think we're all winners, and some of you out there are all losers after listening to this episode, right? But truthfully, for the first time in the history of this show, we have a winner. Mark picked the winning movie this year. Congratulations, man.
Thank you, sir. I am honored.
Thank you also for sitting through Santa Jaws. I think this will make me think twice before I introduce any new Jaws knockoffs to this show. I think I could firmly put a bow on that and be like, I've done it. It's over. I was given a lump of coal for my trouble. That's it.
Dude, it'd be great, though. Right after that 2025 wrap-up episode, we just make another crappy
More Jaws.
episode.
Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, it's Easter Jaws. Doesn't even make sense. Okay.
It just keeps continuing.
Every holiday. Arbor Day Jaws. He really cares about the trees. And for the record,
rhymes with harbor.
Because I know people... Arbor Day will seem more like Harbor Day. Arbor Day Jaws coming to Syfy. Just because I know people will ask who listen to this. I have actually never seen the Sharknado movies. Have not seen a one.
What?
Never seen any of them. And you would think for sure I would have seen them.
Dude, you loved those crappy movies.
I would never see
like
them.
those fun, dumb.
I've never seen them. Maybe one day
Is this
I should watch
out
them.
of respect for Jaws? Or...
No, it's just purely because I always forget about them. Like, I forget they exist. Then they'll make a new one, or somebody makes a meme or something, and I'm like, oh, right, as a Jaws fan, I guess I should watch these, and I always forget about them. I just never do it.
They didn't even appear once for Jawsome.
No, not once.
That's crazy.
I guess if we would have kept
the
going.
Opportunity. Oh, we can make this the first episode of 2020
of Jaws knockoffs June 2, The Revenge.
Hey, by the way, I think I know why you haven't seen it. It's sort of you know when it's sort of like the person that jumped into Game of Thrones too late and they're like, whatever, that era is over. I'm not going to catch up on 8 seasons for this shit. There's so many Sharknado movies. What are they up to, like 7 or 8
I think
or
it's
something
8.
crazy?
Yeah, I think they're up to 8.
Yeah,
it's
probably.
it's too much. It's too
much.
deep.
Yeah.
It's
like having to watch all the Marvel movies now.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't want to do that.
Fuck that. Especially like little kids now growing up in a world where like they've missed all the good Marvel movies. Like they fuck it, I get
That's crazy. That's insane. It's like we got Multiverse of Madness is my favorite.
Yeah,
like,
some kid out there,
kid.
that loves Doctor Strange 2, right? And has no idea what a good Marvel movie can be. That's actually kind of sad.
It's crazy
now that I think about it.
There's some kids who don't even know who Blade is, probably.
I know. No, now they do. Well, some kids do because they saw Deadpool and Wolverine. They were like, oh, it's that guy from the Deadpool movie. But they didn't see Blade in his prime when some motherfuckers were skating uphill. They don't know that Blade. There you go. That's our review. That is our lump of coal movies. Got to give it up for Jingle All the Way 2, starring Larry the Cable Guy. Big fuck you to Santa Jaws. Absolute dismal showing. All right, Mark, before we get to Rex, usually we play the Rec theme, but I think in honor of the show, we're going to show another commercial. And
sweet.
This was one that Mark found. To preface with that. No. Mark brought this to the show. He thought this was an appropriate way to say Merry Christmas to you people out there.
No, I knew you would choose that one for the
Hello, Jigglers!
Yeah! Jiggler bells, jiggler stars, jigglers all the way.
Happy holidays from Jello Brand Jelly. Santa won't miss just one. Oh, Bill. Oh, boy.
Mark, you picked a Bill Cosby Christmas commercial to bring to our show.
By the way, do you like that it was similar to yours except creepier?
It was way creepier. I was like, oh my God. I forgot that. I mean, I knew that Bill Cosby was the Jello. I've got the Jello. But like, it stands to reason they would have in his day made a Christmas commercial. But I never thought, oh, there's a Christmas commercial that exists. No, there is. Mark found it and he sent it in. He wanted us to play it. All right, wait. Let's wash the taste out. Sorry, everybody. Let's wash that poison Jello out. We don't no roofie Jello on this show. Here we go. Here's one. Mark also picked this one, we should say.
It's even worse. Oh yeah.
I heard Matt got a Sega Genesis.
Goddamn right.
I heard Matt got a Sega Genesis.
Fuck yeah, I got a Sega Genesis, bitch.
That business kid at the end.
The Sega Genesis. Game cartridges sold.
Oh man, I wish I got that when I was a kid.
I want to tell you that I did have a Sega Genesis when I was a kid. I had a Sega and a Super Nintendo. Mark knows this because I was a child of divorce. So I used this to my advantage in the console wars. And I decided to tell my mom I wanted a Super Nintendo and tell my dad I wanted a Sega. So I had both consoles at the same time because I played both parents against each other. And then what I did after that, thank you, for years, I would make my dad's house the Sega console house and my mom's house the Nintendo house. So my mom's, I had Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, etc. At my dad's, we had the Sega Genesis. And yes, I was one of those weirdos who had a Sega Saturn. I had a Sega Saturn.
Damn.
Yes.
Dude, you know what that's like? That's the equivalent of being an adult and being able to be bi-coastal with 2 houses.
Yes, totally. Or having 2 cars. They're just for me. I'm not married or anything. I just have 2 cars. Also, I want to say, if I had a Sega like in that year and all these kids turned up at my house, I would not let anyone in. Just on general fucking principle, you're not coming in to play Sega. It's not happening.
It's like, you mean I have to give up some of my game time on the Sega Genesis?
I'd be like, I heard Matt got a Sega. I'd be like, tell no one I'm home. Tell no one.
And then the next scene is you behind them with a plastic bag over the head.
Yeah. I'd be hiding in my attic with the Sega. Waiting till all you fuckers left so that I could play my Sega in peace.
Dude, that is like, by the way, from our ear, that's probably like the ultimate if you had like an attic bedroom that was just full of your favorite posters and
now,
you had your own TV.
We did not have that.
From the rest of your family.
I want to clarify. I was not Kevin McAllister from Home Alone. I did not have an attic bedroom. But
damn,
I did have both a Sega and a Super Nintendo at the same time, and it was quite dope. I can assure you this.
Dude, you were like the Jeff Bezos of your friend group back then.
I was, and I was just as greedy. If kids wanted to come play, I'd be like, fuck no, there's no way you're coming over to play anything.
You know what's funny, by the way? We never had like enough money to get games. It was like because all our money that my brother and I pooled went to the console. So we only for every console we'd have like maybe 2 games.
You had the one game it came with, like fucking Mario World or something, and then you had
Duck Hunt.
Yep, and then you had one random game that someone left at your house. They had brought over, and
or if you were lucky, you had like Zelda.
Yes. Oh god,
that game ruled.
I remember being so jealous of the kids who had Zelda, the gold cartridge. Remember that? It was golden. Oh, I never had that.
Thing looked dope.
I never had that. That would have been so sweet,
that thing
dude.
Looked amazing.
Fucking amazing, dude.
And then they had for Christmas, Link to the Past with the
we want the
one.
gold cartridge Zelda. We want the creepy crawler oven. These are things on our Christmas list.
Bill Cosby Jello.
We want Bill Cosby Jello with no roofies in it. I can't believe you picked the Bill Cosby Jello commercial. The minute I saw that come in, I was like, I'm playing this because Mark sent it to me and he thinks I won't play it on the show. I'm fucking playing it.
Oh my god, I can't believe you played
I'll
that.
show you. I'll play this fucking Bill Cosby commercial. Just you wait.
This episode gets shadow banned. How come it's only got 3 views?
You're like, wow, this is like the worst thing that's happened to the show since Jaws Knockoffs June.
The only comment is from Bill Cosby. Thank you. I don't know how to do it.
Thank you for mentioning me in your Christmas special.
That was pretty good. Holy shit.
Matt and Mark giving me the Jello and the Merry Christmas for me.
That's going to be the next voicemail.
It's Bill Cosby calling us from prison. Bill, stop calling. Theo!
Oh my god.
Mark, let's do the Rex, buddy. Let's do the Rex. It's Rec time. Mark and I are going to be talking about movies and TV or whatnot that we've been watching. I actually have a pretty short list this week because we had 2 movies to review, and I was like, I don't know what we're doing. So mine's pretty short. What do you got? What do you got?
I got 3.
Hey, I got 3 as well. That's short for this show.
Yeah, I know. I think the last few episodes,
it's like 9.
I got 9. You got 20.
Yeah.
How are we going to do this? There's
3 Rex is right on the money, dude. Hey, Mark, let's get her done, in the words of Larry the Cable Guy.
Who does not say that at all.
Who doesn't say it in Jingle All the Way, too. What the fuck? Mark,
would you like to go first, sir?
I'll go first, sure. I got 3 Christmas picks. All Christmas, baby.
I should have done that.
The first one is a Christmas special. So each year, Mark knows this, usually around Halloween and Christmas, I wind up watching like a bunch of old TV specials from that holiday. And this year I wanted to watch a special I had never seen before. Randomly. It was a show I watched when I was a kid, but I had just somehow missed the Christmas special. And then just like Sharknado, I was just like, I'm just never going to watch that. I finally watched the Pee-wee's Playhouse Christmas special.
Oh shit, dude.
So, couple
I
things
would
about
have
this.
thought you saw that as a kid.
No, and I love Pee-wee. I love Pee-wee movies, and I watched Pee-wee's Playhouse as a kid. But I don't remember the Christmas special. And other Christmas specials like Garfield, Frosty, Rudolph, I watch these every year, so I know them like really well. This is one that I just always forgot. And this year I was like, oh fuck, I always forget to watch Pee-wee. I'm gonna watch. I finally watched it. It's on YouTube, and there's a fucking high def 1080p copy. So if you want to watch it for free, you can watch the Pee-wee's Christmas special on YouTube. Ooh. It's in great quality. It looks beautiful. And here's what's crazy about it. One, I don't know if you know this. Have you ever seen the special, Mark?
Okay, can I tell you something?
Tell me.
When we were kids, my dad hated Pee-wee Herman because he thought he was like a perv.
Oh,
so I've never seen any Pee-wee Herman stuff. I'm familiar with it from like interstitials and little things here and there and hearing friends talk about him, but I've actually never seen any. I remember my aunt bought me one of the VHS tapes for Christmas, and I think my dad took it away. So I remember it was always, there could be a sealed Pee-wee Herman tape somewhere, maybe.
Oh, that might be worth some money. Okay.
I know. Shit.
So Pee-wee's Christmas special, it might not mean as much to you then if you're not as familiar with Pee-wee and his movies and TV show, but I definitely have been a big Pee-wee fan. And one crazy thing I didn't realize, this special has like the most celebrity cameos, I think, of any Christmas special I've ever seen.
What?
Every scene has like a massive celebrity show up, like Oprah, Whoopi Goldberg, fucking Cher, like massive people at the time just showing up to do one scene and then leaving.
It's crazy.
It's crazy the amount of people, the amount of like A-list star power he was able to get for a fucking Saturday morning Christmas special. And it just so happens the Christmas special is actually very cool and really funny. And it's got some...
really?
You know what I miss about 80s, 90s kids TV is how weird it was. It was like, took chances. It was a little risque even, right? There was just some weird shit happening. Like the flavors of those old live action shows are very weird. And this has that in spades. It's like, there's so much weird shit in it that even if you're just a fan of fringe stuff, like watching weird stuff, it's worth a watch.
Can you watch it like on its own? Is it fun enough to like absorb?
I think so. Yeah,
like
I think you would kind of pick up. I think if you kind of get the gist of who Pee-wee is, maybe you might, be like, I don't understand why this person is here or this person is here, but I think you'd probably be able to get the gist of it, and it's just fun to watch. It's just like a zany good time. Yeah, dude. Actually, fuck it. You should just watch it, dude. It's Christmas. Who cares?
Well, if it's on YouTube, I'll check it
It's on YouTube for free. 1080p copy. It's a high def copy on the official Pee-wee Herman YouTube channel.
Oh, wow. Damn.
So go watch it. It's official. It's not like somebody ripped it with commercials or something. It's like a legit stream that like the Pee-wee Herman people, from the estate himself, like put the shit up so that you can watch it in 1080p. It's awesome.
Wow, that's cool, actually.
Yeah,
shit,
dude.
I didn't even know that.
That's my first rec. Pee-wee's Playhouse Christmas special from 1988. Watch it for free on YouTube. Mark, what did you got? What you got?
I actually, unfortunately, didn't watch. Oh, by the way, I actually was going to include it, but I just realized it was a short for the lump of coal. Did you ever see that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Christmas special?
Oh, yes. Coming up. Yes.
Is it terrible?
A very turtle
Christmas?
Terrible? Yeah, it's fucking terrible. Yeah, it's terrible. But there is some really fun shit in it. There are some fun songs in it. They sing a lot of songs. There's that song. You've heard that song. Gotta get a gift, gotta get a gift, gotta get a gift for Splinter.
No, I've not. Oh my gosh.
The whole thing is about them needing to shop for a Christmas gift for Master Splinter.
Wow. All right, I'm going to see this. Oh, well, I guess my first rec kind of goes into the lump of coal territory because it has like really bad reviews, and I'll be honest, I don't know why. I watched Get Rich or Die Trying with 50 Cent, the 50 Cent story. The movie's awesome. It's really well made.
Really?
I think it has a bad rating just because 50 Cent is the lead.
Is he in it? He plays himself?
Yeah. And here's the thing: is like if anyone, I thought he's a good actor. The guy's playing himself, so of course it's going to be accurate and great. He's him. So it already lends itself to the movie. Anyway, I thought it was really good. He's got a crazy story. I did a little bit of research. He said that 75% of it is true, and they embellished a little bit of things, but it's just because it's a movie and
Sure, yeah.
real life doesn't have story beats, like a movie. So it's very well made. It's pretty brutal. His story's nuts, and the fact that he made it is awesome. And the last shot is really cool. If you see it, the rating on IMDb, it is total bullshit. And the other reason why I think that's the cause, like, if you look at this guy's movie, the director, I forgot his name, but he's a very good director. And most of his movies on IMDb are like 7.3. And then right in the middle of all these sevens is Get Rich or Die Trying, and it has like a 5.2 or something. It's totally not warranted. And I think it's because
lump of coal.
People are I feel as though people are crapping on it because it's 50 Cent, but I totally pronounced his name improperly and as a dummy. But it's an awesome movie. It's really well done. And I think it's like the acting, the characters, it's got an amazing cast. Bill Duke's in it. I'm drawing a blank now. Who else?
Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard's awesome as like this kind of like his crazy friend.
Wow, dude! Jim Sheridan directed it. He directed In the Name of the Father, My Left Foot, all these like famous fucking Daniel Day-Lewis movies. He directed the fucking 50 Cent movie.
Yeah, and by the way, I'm telling you, it's total bullshit that this has a low score because
what?
This movie is just as this is unpopular, but this movie is just as good as the other movies which I've seen. I think it's a really good. It doesn't feel generic like a lot of. Is it pronounced biopics or biopic? How do you pronounce it?
I like to say biopic, but I think you could say it however you want. You could say biopic.
Okay,
who cares?
You know how some biopics just feel like a kind of generic, like they're following this same stream of thought. Or it's like there's definitely some sort of formula or the way it looks. This movie has.
I'm the king of New York.
Oh, Jesus, sorry. That was unintentional. Jesus Christ. Mark, your Christmas magic is already starting to undo reality.
Oh my God, that was so crazy. Oh my God.
Sorry, continue, Mark.
Anyway. It has a good cast. Viola Davis is in it. The guy that plays Adebisi in Oz is in it as like he's kind of like their main villain. He's this like drug dealer named Majestic. I don't know. It's a really good movie. Why the hell does it have? Let me look it up so I'm not giving the wrong info.
Well, I think you hit the nail on the head. People are
5.5.
People are probably dicks about it because it's the 50 Cent movie, and they're like,
By the way,
yeah.
I'm not even joking. I think his performance is fantastic and it's very nuanced. This movie feels more like, it doesn't feel like they're embellishing things too much. It feels almost it has like this documentary-esque nature like his other movies do.
Wow.
But anyway, I think it's a fantastic
no
movie.
Idea.
I think he's great in it. I'm just going to call him, well, I guess they have him listed as 50 Cent.
Oh, his name is Curtis Jackson.
Curtis Jackson is a very good actor. I like him in the movies. I think we've reviewed a couple movies with him in it. I think he's awesome. I like him. And I think his story is very good. And I think people should watch this movie. And it should be given a higher rating, damn it.
It does not
Actually,
deserve
I'm gonna
lump
give it
of
a 10
coal
right now.
It does not deserve lump of coal status. Oh, you're that guy who skews all the IMDb ratings.
Yeah, fuck this. This movie, no, I mean it.
It's either a 10 or a 1. I give it a 10. Every movie is a 10 or a 1.
I guess I am that guy.
You totally are that guy. Every movie I like is 10. Every movie I dislike, 1. All your shit is skewed. Everything. You like your ratings, all your ratings, there's no comparison. You're like, somehow the Shawshank Redemption and 50 Cent Get Rich or Die Trying are a 10. They're both equal. But he was mad at Santa Jaws and gave it a 1. And then he also gave a bunch of movies he's never seen before a 1 because he was mad at the trailer.
Okay, hold on. Let me give Santa Jaws a 1 right now.
Okay. All right.
By the way, just the last thing, I am being 100% serious. I know this is a lump of coal episode, and I'm not being facetious at all. I honestly think this is a great movie, and from a really good director and a very solid group of people made this movie, and I feel as though it's disrespectful for it to have a 5.5.
It is very disrespectful. How dare you? I wanted to call out another Christmas pick for me, one that, again, is a newer Christmas movie I had not seen before, and I actually sent Mark a scene from it, just because I don't really wreck too many. I haven't been wrecking too many comedies recently. I want to change that. If you're in the mood, maybe you've seen all the Christmas movies. You've seen Elf and Christmas Story and Christmas. You're sick of all the same shit. Let me tell you a Christmas movie you have not seen. It is a movie called The Night Before, and it stars Seth Rogen, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and I want to say it's Anthony Mackie, the guy who plays the Falcon. It's really, really fucking funny. And I know it's so hard to review comedy sometimes because really that's what else can you say besides, hey, this thing made me laugh or it didn't make me laugh? I know that it's like such a generic review for a comedy, but I think it counts because a lot of comedies are not funny. A lot of comedies are just pleasant movies that we sit through and you're like, oh, that was funny, but we weren't actually laughing. This movie made me laugh. It's actually a very clever story in terms of like what it's trying to tell. It's trying to tell a very human story around the holidays, but it's a good fucking time. And of course, because it's this cast, Seth Rogen, these kind of guys, the humor is super R-rated in it. One thing I appreciated, it's super raunchy. You cannot watch this with your family. I will put that out there. Watch this after hours when everybody's gone to bed. But one thing I do want to point out is kind of something I think you would appreciate, Mark. Similar to Jingle All the Way, where like, you know how the original Jingle All the Way with Arnold really has all the like every bit of Christmas in it, where it could make a reference to a Christmas Carol or a Christmas movie, or like, hey, instead of having Arnold slip on generic items, let's have him slip on Christmas ornaments. Like every scene is so infused with Christmas. This movie it doesn't go to those extremes, but it's like whatever the funny Christmas angle is in a situation, this movie explores it. And that's why I think it's clever and funny. And it does get a little serious at the end, but I liked all the characters, so that stuff did work for me. It's basically the story of three friends who, this isn't a spoiler, they basically spend every Christmas Eve together. That's their thing. So they've done this every year. So even though their lives have changed, you know, one guy's married and his wife's going to have a baby. Another guy is having this great career. Like when they started, they were all young guys who had no responsibilities. And now you're seeing them at the end of this time where they're like, are we going to keep doing this Christmas Eve tradition? And as somebody who has a lot of fun life traditions with a good buddy of mine, Mark, I really appreciate it on that level because I was like, it's fun watching friends do shit every year. And the movie touches on that kind of stuff too. So it was a good pick, dude. It's just a good, solid watch. It's on Tubi for free. It's called The Night Before.
Ooh, I will watch that. I remember you sent me a scene. It looked like I was not expecting.
It's really fucking funny. Like any weird Christmas shit you can think of, you're like, oh my God, I can't believe they went there. I can't believe they, like, this movie has a version of The Grinch, but I'm not even going to tell you what that is because it's so fucking ridiculous. And then you'll see it and be like, oh my God. Yeah. Okay. Get it. It's really
I'm actually
funny.
glad you wrecked this because it's like that's one of my favorite genres is like the raunchy Christmas comedy.
Yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah.
Where it's just all about like it's the opposite of your traditional Christmas movie. So
yeah,
I will definitely watch this.
Definitely a hard R Christmas movie. Like there's drugs, sex, just crazy shit in it. And again,
I see James Franco's in the list. So for a comedic movie with him in it, they're pretty much going to be on the dirty side, I suppose.
Yeah, dude, they go some places. They go some places in The Night Before, but I actually really liked it a lot. I wasn't expecting much. I was like, whatever. I just wanted to throw something on that I hadn't seen, and I was really glad I watched it.
Dude, that's crazy. He actually did Warm Bodies. The director did Warm Bodies, which you also wrecked.
Yes, I like this guy a lot. I don't love all of his movies, but actually there's only one movie I didn't like. I've liked all his other films so far.
His movies have like pretty good ratings too. Shit.
Yes. The only movie of his I didn't like, he made a movie, don't let this discourage you, because it does also star Seth Rogen and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. He made a movie called 50-50. which is like a cancer movie. And your mileage can vary on those kinds of movies. I didn't really like that one. This, it almost feels like him making up for that movie. He's like, no, this cast and pairing is so good. I have to use these guys in an actual comedy. And so he did it.
Oh, is that the movie where I think Joseph Gordon-Levitt, he's like shaving his head in the poster or something?
Yes.
I remember that poster when it first came out for some reason.
Yes, it's a cancer movie. I'm happy to say The Night Before does not have any cancer shit in it. It does have one sad thing in it that is like the reason the guys do the tradition, but it's heartfelt and it totally worked. But you'll see. I mean, if you watch it, check it out. But I would definitely not, unless you want your mom to be super offended, I would not watch this with any family members.
Hey guys, it's not a Christmas.
Hey, let's all settle in. Let's all get our hot cocoa and watch. Matt wants us to watch The Night Before, huh? Your mom's gonna be like, that fucking asshole, that fat fuck with his bib.
She doesn't even know you reference it. She just says.
Mark, what's next for you, buddy? What do you got?
Okay. I did something. I'm gonna put my two recs together, my last two, because they kind of coincide with each other.
Nice.
Matt and I did like a Running Man thing prior.
Oh yeah.
And for our Running Man episode, I watched the original first. So I don't know how it popped up, but I saw like the poster for the 2012 version of Total Recall, which I remember I saw it in the theater and I remember being very disappointed with it. So anyway, I was like, I want to watch that, but let me watch the original first to see if they tie together. And I watched them both back to back, dude. This is like the most fun I've ever had watching movies because they're so different, but they're both extremely entertaining. And it was cool to see a story that's very similar told back to back. The first one's awesome. The acting's amazing. Greatest cast you can have for an action movie.
A classic.
Yeah, great one-liners, amazing effects. And I have to say, the second movie continues on with the effects tradition. Dude, it looks awesome. There's some amazing set pieces in there. It's almost, I know it's going to sound like I've lost my mind, but the effects are almost as good as, it reminds me a lot of Minority Report.
Yes.
And what was the other movie? I'm drawing a blank on it.
Man, I like
another
Minority
movie.
Report a lot.
But yeah, and iRobot. It kind of has that type of sci-fi universe. So everything, and of course, I think it's directed by Len Wiseman. So he does include a lot of physical effects. So there's amazing set pieces. The props are really cool. If you've not liked this movie in the past, I implore you to try watching it again because I think by today's standards, I was like, this movie's from 2012, but the CG effects are like, they blend in beautifully. There's some amazing, like, they're constructed one-er shots, but there's this amazing shot where Kate Beckinsale, the two protagonists are leaving in an elevator, which is Colin Farrell and Jessica Biel. And as the elevator's going down, you see Kate Beckinsale in the distance firing at them with a gun, and she's running down this hallway as the elevator's coming down. Then you just see her slide. Kate Beckinsale loves to do that slide and shoot. So she slides, and the camera just tilts up and back, and she comes through that emergency exit door in the elevator. Dude, it's fucking badass. I rewound some of the action scenes. I had so much fun with them. And I'm telling you, these are not like short action sequences. They go on and on. It's crazy. And it's a lot of fun. The universe is ridiculous. It doesn't make sense. There's something called The Fall, which is an elevator that goes through the core of the earth.
Oh,
I know how stupid that is. God, it goes through the core of the earth. And there's only 2 countries left. And they're basically, I think it's Australia and the States, and I think the States want to take over Australia. So they dude, it's so relevant today too because they make a robot army, and they deal with a lot of the themes today with automation and having robots replace people. It's really cool. I don't know. It feels more like it's relevant now, but it's a really fun sci-fi movie. Anyway, check that shit out.
I'm just laughing because I think I saw this with you in the theater. I think I saw this with you. And I'm remembering that I didn't like it. And I'm
Same here. I
remembering
didn't. Yeah.
that I was mad there was no Quato. I was like, "Where's goddamn Quato?"
But you want to know what it is? I think it's because I had a lot of distance from watching it, and because I knew I was disappointed and knew I didn't like that it missed some of the story beats from the original, it felt like I got over that. So now I could just enjoy it. I don't know if that makes sense. It's like I didn't have any preconceived notions that this is going to copy Total Recall one for one. And I was like, as its own thing, it's really cool.
Wow, dude,
Anyway.
Cohagen is Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, it's very dude, this movie's extremely entertaining, I have to say.
Damn it, Cohagen, these people need air.
Another thing for the viewers too, they never go to Mars. But
Is there a three-titted alien?
There is.
Is there
someone with three boobs,
a Johnny Cab?
and they are showing. It's not like obscured like a PG-13 sci-fi.
Is there a Johnny
There are
Cab?
3 ginormous boobs. Huh?
Is there a Johnny Cab?
I don't remember actually.
Oh, that means there's not. Is there a character that goes, I
don't
got
think
5 kids to feed?
Not that I remember.
Oh, missed opportunity.
But his friend, I feel as though his friend may have said that because he
And there's
does have
no
his friend in
Quato,
that
right?
that character. Oh, it's Bokeem Woodbine, who's one of my favorite actors that I can never remember his name. But yeah, you're right. There is no Quato. It does change a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But like, here's the thing: is like, I was just thinking to myself, it was like, would I have liked Marathon Man if it was a carbon copy of the Arnold Marathon Man? And I was like, I think I like the Marathon Man remake because it does its own
you mean
thing. And
the Running Man? The Running Man.
I'm sorry, yeah.
Yes.
The Running Man.
I was like,
totally botched
Arnold
that.
has a Marathon Man? I gotta see this shit. What? Is it safe? Is it safe? Damn it, is it safe? Dude, I was watching. When I rewatched Running Man, I rewatched the original Running Man, and I forgot to tell you this, dude. I rewatched the original Running Man, and I was laughing my ass off in the first 15 minutes when Arnold is like running from the cops. There's a whole shootout. He goes, they're trying to fucking arrest him. He makes the prison escape and shit. The whole first like 10 minutes of the movie is it's all Arnold noises. It's like I. There's a funny part where he's running, and every footstep gets a grunt. He's like I. What? It was like I was laughing my ass off, dude.
Dude, I feel like he's one of the few actors that is known for the grunts and stuff and those weird little. Dude, I also love that in most of his movies. Yeah, he has like the I'll be back, but the other thing I noticed that he has just as much as I'll be back is him getting kicked in the balls. Did you notice that? He gets kicked in the balls a lot in his movies, sort of like Larry the Cable Guy always gets launched or has to have a shit joke.
He also Arnold
has
has a moment where he lifts something and it's his answer to something. He does it in Twins when he lifts the back of Danny's car. He does it in Total Recall when she's like, "Why would I ever help you?" And he lifts up the workbench and he goes, "Because I'm going to say please."
God, that is totally right. By the way, that scene is hilarious.
Dude,
it's
FYI,
so good,
Twins is fucking awesome. Everybody should watch Twins. Twins is fucking great. I love Twins. I have the best time watching Twins. I wish they made more Twins. I wish they made a sequel. Like they could still do it. They're both alive. They could still do it. They were supposed to do triplets, and they were going to have a third. And I think it was supposed to be Eddie Murphy, and for whatever reason, it fell apart. The deal fell apart. Didn't happen.
That sucks so bad because that sounds so good.
I know, man. I fucking love Twins. Twins is so good. And it has the best soundtrack. Twins! Dude, there's a song at the end. I used to love when movies would do that, where the central song, the main song for the movie, was them fucking name dropping the movie. The song goes like this. It goes, "Twins! The magic just never ends. Twins!" Dude, it's the shit. I used to listen to it in my car, fucking driving around. I had the fucking best time. Wait, I gotta find that shit. Let's find that shit. Let's fucking play it.
By the way, that era was just amazing for entertainment, right? You had those like fun Arnold movies, like malls were packed. They had theme songs ruled. even like the Christmas ads. I love themed ads. That's fucking dope.
Dude, I love
Seems
it.
like everything is so kind of like stale now.
Oh yeah, dude.
We lost our capacity to have fun.
Oh hell yeah, dude. Wait. Yeah, here we go. Dude, fuck yeah. That shit's awesome.
Dude, that got me amped. Now I want to watch. Hold on, I'm gonna make a note to watch Twins.
Dude, I got, I think it was last summer or the summer before, I got really into Twins, and I like rewatched it a bunch, and then I got super into the soundtrack, and I remember playing the song really loud in my car driving down the street, and I was like, Twins! And I was really into it because I was really feeling it. Somebody was like, what are you listening to? And I was like, it's the Twins soundtrack.
Oh my God. You're going through a drive-through blasting it.
Twins! The magic just never ends. Shit's awesome.
By the way, did you say that played at the beginning of the movie or
end of the movie?
The
it's
titles?
the end credits movie. End credits of this movie. So when it finishes, that's when you hear the Twins
Oh, that's
song.
so fucking cool.
So when the movie's over, you want to turn up your volume all the way up, dude, and you want to rock the fuck out.
Oh my God, I love those early Arnold comedies.
They're so awesome. They're so awesome. I really need more of them. I want more of them. He's such a great comedic. To me, he's like such a gifted comedic actor. He needs to be doing more comedy. I think he's fucking genius. Yeah. Don't forget about Christmas in Connecticut. Forget about Christmas in Connecticut. It was a mistake. Okay. We all make mistakes, people. Twins! Anyway, dude, I'm just going to go out on that. I don't even want to talk about a third movie. I'm just going to leave the people with Twins. That's what you people need to know. Twins. Go listen to that soundtrack.
Go see Twins.
Go see Twins. That's my third rec. Twins and bonus rec, the Twins soundtrack, the end credit song by Little Richard. It's the shit. It's so awesome. Oh, by the way,
Little Richard did that?
Little Richard is in the Pee-wee's Christmas special, so it ties back in. Pee-wee teaches him how to ice skate.
Brilliant. Now you can't end this any other way.
No, dude. I'm ending on Twins, dude. Twins! Shit's awesome. Oh, dude. No, because the other Twins song that plays during the movie, I told you, I got super into Twins and the Twins soundtrack. The other song is Brother to Brother. It's one of those bam bam songs, like a bass song. One to another. It's like that.
It's like the meaningful song that comes in
totally,
halfway.
totally. Like when the car's driving, you're like, bam, 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 bam. You hear that?
There's always like some crane shot where it goes up and the car's
gotta
just
go
like,
up over Hollywood Boulevard. Brother to brother. It's that song. I told you, I got super into Twins and the soundtrack for like a 2-month period. I was like super zeroed in on it. My neurodivergence somehow like locked on to the Twins soundtrack. I don't know why. And I couldn't stop listening to it.
That's the most random. I was not expecting that at all.
Hey, I think that's
that has nothing to do with Christmas.
I think that's it. I want to say Merry Christmas, Mark, and Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to our listeners. We want to thank you guys for listening to another year of...
I was watching the podcast.
And thank you guys for hanging with us for another year of the Matt and Mark Movie Show, the podcast.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. God, it wouldn't have been the same without you, fellas.
Fuck yeah. And we will be back next year. So look for us in the new year. We'll be coming back probably with our best of show where we name our favorites from 2025. That's usually our biggest show of the year, but not this year. This year, our biggest show was The Phantom by Billy Zanuary.
That's crazy.
That was our biggest
was a
episode.
hit.
Dude, Zanuary was a hit the way that Jaws knockoffs June was a fucking bomb. That's how much of a hit it was. Billy Zanuary.
In honor of that, I'm gonna watch his Marlon Brando movie. Hold on,
There you go.
I got to write that.
I think it's
down,
called
too.
Waltzing with Brando or Tango with Brando, something like that. All right, and while Mark does that, I'm gonna go listen to the Twin sound. Brother to brother. I'm gonna go listen to the Twin soundtrack again.
Holy shit!
You are my brother.
By the way,
Vincent.
can I just?
You are my brother. Okay, sorry.
I just wanted to say that it's been a pleasure doing this with you for this year, and I can't wait for the next one. This year has been fucking awesome.
Fuck
we saw some great movies, had some great guests on, and what a way to close the year with the Twin soundtrack.
Hell yeah, dude! Twin soundtrack.
You're like my twin brother,
That's
my
right.
twin movie brother.
Dude, brother to brother, man. Brother to brother. Hey, that's it for us, everybody. We're out of here. Happy holidays and peace.
Happy holidays. Peace.